Prime one, that's him. Sky. Thought you thought, but I wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball. You goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, blood I can't cap. Strap put it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat, brother, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my fan before me and I gotta mention. I keep an air fan tone mob a henchman. For you squares, option for opposition. And you ops, I get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Try to see how I look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a crook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone off the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat, brother, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah.
Hey! Good morning, good morning.
Happy Friday, y'all.
Yo, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Welcome to another edition of Wait
Your Game Up.
What's happening?
homies.
What's up, fellas?
This episode of Wake Your Game Up is recorded in front of a live studio audience. Y'all remember that shit back in the day?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we need laugh
Seinfeld, all the '90s shows would do that
That's
shit. I'm
right.
pretty sure.
Oh yeah, we need laugh tracks and crickets. So because like I on purposely do like some jokes that land flat, and I need crickets there. Yes.
Oh, that one drunk guy. That was funny.
Peacock could do one of those like applause. You know how like if you're in one of those studio audiences, it's got the screen that says applause. He could just like.
Oh yeah. Yes. Well, check this out. Before we get to our Friday edition of Wake Your Game Up, we're gonna take it to the streets with our ear to the streets.
Good morning, and happy Friday, and happy week 4.
What you got for us? Ear to the streets.
We got some fallout injuries from last night. Malik Neighbors suffered a concussion, but he says he's all good.
Yep, there it is.
Then we got
IG
Micah
story.
Parsons, who suffered a a high ankle sprain and could miss up to 3 weeks.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. We had to get it together for a second round.
Well, Dallas has a bye, so he's probably only going to miss 2 games. Looks like it.
Mm-hmm. And then Malik Neighbors with the extra days, he might be able to clear concussion protocol.
Yeah, he's got 10. He's got what? 10 days.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So.
Yeah. Who they get next? Let's see. Got my schedule here.
Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah, yeah. And the Dolphins this morning said they are not expected to trade for a quarterback to start for the rest of the season.
Tyler Huntley.
Nice. Yep.
Or sign Tannehill.
It says all signs are pointing to Tua wanting to play again this season, even if he's not clear when he'll be back or not.
Oh man,
that's some funny shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he'll come back at some point, but bro, if he gets another one, bro, I think he's only 1 or 2 concussions away from being cooked for good. I hate to be negative like that, but man, it's just it's
every morning
taking so many hits.
Next to him and says, and he goes, "Where are you?" And she goes, "Oh no." He doesn't know who he is, man.
He doesn't know who he is. He woke up a right hand.
What up, Al?
He woke up right-handed.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
It was all
no more left-handed quarterback.
Top of the morning, Brody.
What up, King D?
And the Titans are going to have a short leash on Will Levis for the rest of the season, but they want to use the rest of the season to see what he has, what Levis's potential is for the rest of the season. So they're going to move on from Will Levis or not.
Shout out Curb Your Enthusiasm.
He got his mayonnaise endorsement to fall back on. He's going to be all right.
Hopefully,
the man himself.
In the company.
Yeah, like I said last night, JD, he good for a pick 6 a week.
Pick 6 a week. That shit had me crying, bro. Oh, everything. A week.
If we could put money on that, I would.
He's a new infamous Winston. Yeah, I bet there's odds that Will Levis to throw an interception. Bet on that. Yeah, prop bet. Yeah, the problem is it's probably you probably got to pay juice for him to throw an interception. But I guess it's probably like 1 to 2. You probably gotta pay $100 just to win 200.
You could probably bet he
does. Pay $200 just to win 100. I meant to say.
I'll bet he doesn't throw one and just lose money mad as a motherfucker.
Exactly. Yeah, the week I bet on him is when he'll be like, I'm gonna make sure not to throw one. Spencer bet on me to throw one, so I gotta make sure not
part
to
of the
throw
of course series.
Of course,
I'll pick when I put money on him. Be like that.
Did you see the evidence that we're blowing up? Did you see that?
I did, bro. In my humble opinion,
bro.
James Jones watches the Guru Nation Power Hour. Just saying. He delivers it just like me. He literally delivers it. In my humble opinion, I was like, man. I was like, you know what? I'm flattered. Imitation's the best form of flattery. Yeah,
there you go. Imitation. Man. See, I put into the chat. I was like, is it mimicry? I was like, I know that.
Yeah. Shoot him, bro. Run alive in that shit. Steal my Steve's.
Yeah, go walk in a is that FS1 JD that he's on?
Yep, that's FS1.
I'm gonna go pull up to that stew and be, hey, what the fuck? That was me. my segment. What the?
You know what? Okay. We're just gonna start calling it in my not so humble opinion. We're just gonna get crazy.
Yeah, that's your version, Bogey. In my not so humble opinion.
James Jones. First of all, James Jones. I got really high with James Jones before. Shout out to James Jones, man. And
yeah, he's probably subscribed to the channel then.
I don't know him like that. And, he definitely set us up to get yelled at by Akbar.
His name is Ahmad.
That motherfucker honks a loogie every time he says his name.
Bro, that reminds me of fucking, y'all know the puppet guy, the puppet comedian Jeff Dunham.
Oh yeah. He is. Wasn't he one of the original with the one the other comedian? What was the comedian that used to wear the shirts with no sleeves? The fat white boy.
Oh, the cable guy.
Who?
The cable guy, dude.
Larry, the cable guy, get her done.
Yeah, that's the first one I can think of. He was fucking no sleeves. He's like a real redneck.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
reminded me of Jeff Dunham's brother, Ahmed. The one Ahmed. Reminded me of every time he hawks a loogie every time. Ahmed, yeah.
Shout out
TJ
to
Hawkinson.
Yeah, Hawkinson.
Anytime we can hawk something, pause.
Who knew TJ Hawkinson was Arab? Hawkinson. They say all that.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
That strong, yeah.
Oh, good.
They put that.
Well, I got some week 4 statuses for you right now.
All right, here to the streets. Let's hit the drop one more time.
Drop one more time.
Hey, sorry about that, guy. I have some week 4 statuses, not with today's practice reports, but from yesterday. George Kittle is trending with his hamstring injury. He's going to play this weekend.
Okay.
Keenan Allen is going to return this weekend.
I thought you were going to say retire.
Robert Davis, stock up.
Jalen Warren is doubtful.
Good.
Yeah,
Kenneth,
quarter on a pimp, baby.
well, we know Najee's a full go.
Let's go.
Kenneth
Oh, yeah, but they
Walker
still got
returned to
Najee,
practice
yeah.
yesterday. We got a couple days to see if he's going to play Monday.
Okay.
Going back to
Doug
the-
Peterson says Ingram is out, but next week looks promising.
I don't believe Doug Peterson.
Devontae Adams showed up on the report yesterday with a hamstring injury.
Not good, especially at age, bro. I have a feeling
Nico Collins popped up yesterday too, surprisingly, with a hammy.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor.
Oh yeah, let's hit the drop for.
See, this is a hamstring right here. See that? See that? This is a big part of the leg.
Oh, the big thick part, yeah, the back of the leg.
Yeah.
Not a hamstring, bro. Just can't do it.
Justin Herbert's going to give it a go this week.
I don't
Justin
like
Herbert
that.
has a high ankle. See that?
Don't even. I'm not going there. I don't want to talk about that one.
I don't
High
like it.
ankle. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Listen.
Yeah, it's
Adam
not really
Thielen-
an ankle. That's basically a leg injury, a high ankle sprain. It's kind of a deceiving name for the injury.
Adam
It's basically a
Thielen's going to
lower
be out
leg
for at least
injury.
4 weeks.
Yeah, he's on IR.
Yeah, he's on the IR.
Or DD.
Deontay Johnson, bro, even more of a stock up.
Legit.
Players that have already been ruled out. We got Joe Mixon, Tank Dell,
What up, Derek? Feel
Trey
better soon, brother.
McBride, Devontae Smith, Evan Ingram, and Alvin Kamara is a big question mark right now.
Oh, fuck.
No,
bro.
and also this morning,
bro. I just picked up Taysom in the SPI.
Also this morning that popped up that was ruled out already was David Njoku, Jack Conklin,
Yeah, that's why I added
and
Taysom.
Jedrick Willis again.
Damn,
Wow,
yeah.
Michaels are down again.
So we got Tank Dell. CJ Mosley is also a
Is
true
it
question mark
Nichols
too.
out? Or these are questionable.
And Rasheem Mostert is a questionable.
Raheem
But we
Mostert,
do know for outs, we got Debo, Trey McBride, Austin Eckler, Devontae Swift.
Smith, yeah.
Yeah, we got Sam Laporta, who's going to be a true question for Monday.
He's questionable, yeah.
And we got Roma Dunze, who popped up yesterday.
What the? Oh my God! It never ends.
Yeah,
There's probably gonna be more that pop up today.
Football is a tough.
and Matt LaFleur said we won't know until Saturday if Jordan Love's going to start or not.
Yeah, that's why I played stupid Danny Dumbass in a super flex last night.
Yeah, you have no choice
Let
but
me
to.
down. Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
That's all I have for the outs, but I'll have a true report basically done tonight from the thread.
Heard that. Ear to the streets. Yep, tune back in Sunday for the Grit Don't Quit. We'll have all the
He's an ear,
vinyl updates
arms
for
and
y'all.
legs attached to it.
At least I still have my 2 legs attached. All right, fellas, kill it. Have a good show.
Appreciate you, Lee.
Anytime.
Here to the streets, Lee.
Yes, sir. The ear to the street.
Now, this week, okay, with Kittle coming back, are we just automatically throwing him in our lineup? And if Kittle's coming back, do we feel less confident in the Juwanna Man Jennings start?
No, I'm still firing up Juwanna Man for sure, 100%, bro. I'm not too scared of it because what he brought to the table last Sunday, and with the
Like, you mean when he was in his Super Bowl?
And that as well, and we don't know when the breakout game for IU is coming. You know what I mean? So we thought it was
Gonzalez.
Yeah, Gonzalez is going. What would it be crazy if he goes up against Juwan instead of Ayuk?
Unless they decide to double Ayuk, because none of them are speedsters like that. You know what I mean? So usually you'd have the over-the-top safety on the speedster just in case, right? So I mean, shit.
So maybe you do, right?
Double multiple, man, and we just kill them over the middle and on the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Kittle. They go with that approach, bro. Like Kittle could be the one to eat, but I kind of think with the way New England is, like they might kind of copy Belichick still, because Gerard Mayo came up under Belichick and take out their best player. And Kittle, I would think, would be considered their best player, to where I think he's the one that gets doubled. Ayuk probably gets shadowed by a Gonzalez. So I think Juwanna Man might have the big week yet again.
Okay,
so,
I like
yeah, fire up Juwanna Man unless Debo miraculously comes back, but he's listed as doubtful, so I highly doubt we'll see Debo. So yeah, this is like another plus week for Juwanna Man Jennings, bro. Ride that wave while it's high.
Yeah, that's a good point. Case says some of us have to auto throw him in because the whole roster is flatline.
Because we lost a lot of
yeah, exactly. That's up in the all-in league, bro. I keep losing all my good men, Debo, Jordan Love. Like, god damn it. Tank Dell. Shit, man. 3 of my first 6 picks all fucking in.
He was forced into a role where he had to produce, and that's exactly what he did last week, bro. 100%. He been waiting for playing time like this, bro. 100%. Look what he's
Jennings is what they call him.
I don't know.
Bro. And he got his little bitty bag, right? Like, see, I'm still waiting for Ayuk to be like, have that big game and be like, I'm worth every bit of that 30 M's, right? See, Juwanna Man, every time he catches the ball, we're getting every bit of that $8 million a year. Fuck it.
Yeah, he'll give him that
go.
cheap
Let's start them
extension,
up,
bro.
both of them. Fuck it.
Yep, that shit paid off.
Juwanna Man, a 7th round pick, a 6th round pick, got paid 100%, bro. That's the thing.
He was drafted the same class as Ayukin. Ayukin.
Shout out to Street Fighter.
Ayukin.
Fighter on board. Oh, my baller.
Street Fighter, give me money. That's actually one of my dreams, bro. Of course, I wanted to be like a famous rapper and stuff, but if I could have a character of me in Street Fighter, I would live forever.
Pretty soon you will be. Come November, Bogard. Bogard will be in Street Fighter 6.
Yes,
Terry Bogard.
Hell yeah.
Yes. And he wears
the best too. He's got the ball cap, the vest. He's got the sunglasses.
Here's another one. What about this? Okay, this is a situation that's been fucking with me. Just the entirety of Jacksonville, right?
Oh God, all bad.
And this week against the Texans, right? Like, I mean, Ryan Thomas. Why is the first week of the year always so polarizing? He tore it up, and now I'm just chasing that every week. And I have so many flatline players, like Kay said. So it's like I'm throwing in Brian Thomas. Somebody tell me it's going to be okay.
It's gonna be okay. I would do Christian Kirk, Brian Thomas, just on the sheer volume. the team's not going to do anything, but you might get lucky with the tug on any of those guys, and then
garbage time.
At least you're going to get like 8 targets to the both of them.
Can T-Law, like,
yeah, I think you're going to get garbage time from both of them, honestly, especially with Easy Ingram out.
You don't necessarily have to have garbage time. It's not like they're going to go 3 and out every single drive. If you get like 1 or 2 catches per drive, you're still putting up fantasy points.
I don't know.
It's a divisional game, so yeah, it could be closer than we're thinking. But man, the way they've been looking, I kind of think the Texans might mollywop them.
Yeah.
But divisional games can be tricky. So
I think the Texans whip their ass too, bro. I think the Texans.
I think they whoop them. You got to pronounce the H in it. I think they whoop them.
Whoop that ass.
They got to scheme. They got to scheme against pressure. They got to get the ball out quick, and then because they're coming for Trevor Lawrence. They got to him last week. Now we got one of the best pass rushers in the game coming out. So
Georgia Bama tomorrow. Yeah, that's gonna be epic.
Danielle Hunter
new coach, bro.
Will Anderson Jr. They're gonna fucking have like 4 sacks each.
Yep. Yeah, T-Law, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, I think he'll probably do enough at some point to give Kirk and Thomas a little bit, but yeah, it's just like I mean, you already know temper the expectations for surely.
And Brian Thomas has been playable almost every week, really. Hasn't been. He's got a pretty solid floor so far.
Kirk went 8 for 10 last week for 79 yards.
We're talking PPR.
No, Evan Ingram, that's his safety blanket. Trevor Lawrence definitely favors the slot guy. Pause.
100%.
Yeah, Christian Kirk's kind of due for something. I mean, he's still getting targeted and they paying him. So like, yeah, he had 8 for 79 last week. So yeah, I mean, for PPR, I mean, Kirk's just one of those. He's not like flashy play. Brian Thomas more the flashy play, more the upside play. Kirk's definitely the floor play.
They're extremely like a bee.
If Trevor Lawrence would stop throwing it over a dude that's 6'10", like how are you gonna overthrow a guy that's so tall? Like, bring the ball down a little bit. He would have came down with plenty of catches if they weren't sailing over his head by a foot.
Yeah,
you ain't lying. And I said this. Do you guys remember? I'm on record in the offseason. I said this might be good for T-Law that they brought in a Gabe Davis and they drafted a Brian Thomas because these are like huge targets, like how Evan Ingram's like a big guy as well, a tall guy as well, right? But like, because I always noticed like T-Law throws tall like a motherfucker. Like I've seen him sail it over ETN's head on checkdowns, like he just throws tall, but he's really tall now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think they signed them drafted Thomas and signed Gabe Davis for that very reason. Yeah, he's fucking still overthrowing them, bro. Oh, breaking news from here to the streets. Trey McBride ruled out.
Fuck.
Yeah, that sucks. I got a couple shares of them. I'm going to have to
Michael Wilson
switch out. Yeah, Michael Wilson, bro. He's one of my top
bet against the Cardinals.
Shit, I tell you what, the Commandos, bro, if they win that shit, they'll be riding high. 3-1. I said in the offseason that they might finish ahead of Dallas.
Are the Commandos 2-1 or 1-2?
2-1. Yeah, they just beat Cincy, so yeah, 2-1.
These are 2-1 teams battling right here. This is a big game, low key, for the beginning of the year. It was the first quarter out of the season, and
Cliff Kingsbury revenge.
Very.
Yep, revenge narrative for Cliff Kingsbury. So yeah, I think the Commandos are in a good spot here. More breaking from ear to the streets. Terrell Bernard and Taron Johnson ruled out for Sunday night's game in Baltimore. I'm cool with that. Probably eating more points, but
yeah, Dorian Williams.
And Dorian Williams.
That other boy, I picked up the other one. What's the other boy's name? I got him in both my IDP leagues. Fuck, why can't I think of his name? The other Bills guy he's not probably quite as good as Dorian, but he's pretty good there. He's the other Spartan linebacker. Balin Spector.
Okay, so I had it right. Spector.
Great hair. He's got great hair. Balin Spector.
All right. He has great hair.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's T-Law.
Better than T-Law. He's got like, it's all a sleeper mugshot. Yeah, he's got like, man, yeah, shout out to Balin, bro.
Head and shoulders.
Like, yeah, he'll be the head and shoulders. He'll be next to Palomalu on the commercials. Yeah, because he had 19 points the week Bernard got hurt. He got 19 points IDP, and then last week had a solid 9. I mean, 9's not that great, but it's he's a guy that's seeing starters work because Milano's hurt too for them. So Dorian Williams and Balin Spector right now very relevant for IDP leagues.
Talk about it.
Yeah, Williams has been one of the more steady contributors for your IDP team if you have him.
Yep, yeah, because their top 2 guys, their big hitters are both out, so it's next man up. That's the big key with this IDP shit, y'all. I picked up a boy. We're not exactly sure who's gonna fill in for Foyle Lacombe, but one of the candidates, I got him in both my IDP leagues. Another one, it's like I'm not familiar with these names really, but I can tell they're the next man up. Ventrell Miller. Ventrell Miller was the guy that filled in for Olakun at 12 IDP points last week.
But so he came in and played the MLB.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, bro. They also got that other boy. I think you got him rostered, kid, in the Jin Wealth, the other Jags guy that they're saying might Chad somebody.
Yeah,
Muma, yeah.
Yeah, I have him rostered.
Yeah, Muma. Yeah, I think it's either gonna be Muma or this Vontrell Miller. I hope it's this Ventrell Miller because I got him in both the IDP joints.
Predominantly the Devin Lloyd backup, but he has been like the emergency backup for both of them. This Ventrell Miller guy's the first time I heard of him, but if you put up 12 points, that means
I think he might be the direct backup to Olakun. So if that's the case, shit, I'll gladly pay. I think I paid like $12 in Fab for him. Man, got me a steal with that one.
Yeah.
You went to the yard sale. You didn't even have to spend a lot of money, huh, bro?
Exactly, bro. Yeah, that garage sale, bro, is cheap, bro.
On a Saturday morning.
One man's trash is another man's treasure. Steelers among the favorites to land Devontae Adams in a trade. Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
We don't want that. Fuck Artie Smith. Teams are monitoring DeAndre Hopkins' availability for a possible trade. That would actually make sense. I think D-Hop definitely gets dealt because the Titans, bro. What are they
D-Hop
doing?
to the Jets.
Ooh,
that's
yeah,
right.
I could see that. I kind of like that version.
That's what we want.
Because I feel like D-Hop,
better.
yeah, D-Hop at this point in his career, I think would be a good fit over there. I think Devontae. I just like Devontae still thinks he's a true alpha, so him and Garrett Wilson might not be a good fit. I think D-Hop would be more complimentary to Garrett Wilson there.
Yeah, exactly. And then and Adams, of course, people would naturally assume that it'd be Rodgers and company going in after Adams, but he carries a big ass contract and
D-Hop's cheaper.
Team that was trying to trade for Ayuk with the Steelers and give him the big contract. Can't house
D-Hop.
contract.
Why would anybody want Hopkins right now? He's not the same.
He's had a hell of a game.
He's still all right. Yeah, he's not what he used to be.
Adams is showing like he still has it, whereas Hopkins is like serviceable.
Well, the thing with Hopkins, his first 2 weeks got messed up because he's coming off that knee. To where, like, I think now that he's finally healthy,
look at last
and he
season.
Still got some juice. He was okay last year. He was. Like I said,
look
I'm not saying he's the. He had a foul.
He barely fell into relevancy.
He had a foul.
Not good anymore. That's 58
he had a
yards a game.
foul. So
that's 58 yards a game.
Well, we don't need him to be the old
anything.
D-Hop. If anything, we don't really want him to be the old D-Hop because we want. If you're the Jets, like, well, you're the Jets guy, kid, but it's like, I think Garrett Wilson, if as the Jets, you want Garrett Wilson to be your alpha. You want him.
I would rather have Lazard out there more often than the DeAndre Hopkins play. I wouldn't take Lazard off the field and just throw a name out there just because it's a name. So what I want is an Adams because that's an actual tier up. We're getting actual WR1 production. And then we've got Lazard and fucking Garrett Wilson. That passing attack would be fucking nasty. I don't think that the Hopkins is even that much of an upgrade over a fucking Mike Williams at this point.
We had a Devontae Adams that made it somehow.
What up, Bakes?
What up, Bakes? If Devontae Adams somehow made his way to the Jets via trade, right? This would probably tremendously help our Garrett Wilsons that haven't really been.
Yeah, I feel the same way too. Yep. Take some pressure off the youngsters.
If you see Rodgers with Adams, you don't be like, all right, single cover Adams. You know what I mean? Like,
Last day, y'all, $13 shirt sale, Neon
Yes.
Peacock merch. Y'all want to run that little commercial real quick?
Yeah, neonpeacockmerch.com. $13 sale.
Yeah. And shout out to the plug.
Peacockmerch.com.
Oh, the new calf strain. What? The calf strain.
Yeah,
are you a CMC lover or a hater wearing this joint?
Oh man,
he already is hurt.
Shit.
He needs to make one of him in Germany. Have another version with him like getting seen by the German doctor.
It's almost like
calf
his
strain.
Okay, hold on.
Calf
Same
is
exact
injected in him.
Hold on. Same
Is that
exact.
a walking boot? You should put him in a walking boot.
Hitler mustache.
Yes, put it. Oh, not the Hitler mustache.
Same shirt, Hitler mustache. Oh, that's the German version.
Oh, poor guy.
Know your histories.
Christian McCaff strain. Oh boy.
Hey, girl, I'm about to order my Kristen McCaff strain shirt, man. Come on. Hey, he's straight. He got a calf strain. It's just actual. You know what I mean?
And that motherfucker's on fire too. The red is on fire. That shit is crazy.
Oh shit. All right. What game y'all want to talk about next? We kind of just been bouncing around, breaking down a little game.
Oh yeah. Q&A. TNF reaction Q&A. So yeah, any questions y'all have, feel free to drop them in. But yeah, we kind of put that one. We kind of recapped it last night. So probably.
I will say, shout out to CD Lamb and Dak. They
Lamb chop, Rico Suave. They both found the end zone.
Shout out to Rico. Yes.
Rico.
Yes.
Feels so good to see Rico do his thing.
Rico. Oh yeah. Let's switch that to the. Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, we need to switch that background, but yeah.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Peacock guys. Shout out to producer Peacock there in the background.
Rico. Suave.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
And that makes me want to throw on a button-up T-shirt and button it down. See what I'm saying?
Suave.
Come on now.
That's actually me doing it, man.
Oh, more ear to the streets news. Alex Highsmith expected to be sidelined next couple weeks with a groin injury. Take note for IDP leagues. And god damn it, this one.
Yeah, and shout out
fucking nuts right here, bro. Eric McCoy, Saints' best offensive lineman, to miss 6 to 8 weeks after groin surgery. God damn it.
And as far as for all you IDP heads out there, his name is Herbig. That's the guy that went out and balled out. He replaced Alex Highsmith.
Yeah, I saw someone pick him up.
Herbig.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
Herbig.
That's his name.
Shout out to
Herbig.
That's so funny, bro.
I mean, back in the days, if your last name was Blacksmith, it was probably because you were a blacksmith, right? You know?
They assigned your name.
Apparently, his family was named
Big family. You got a big mama. Her big. So they.
Her big.
That's fucking wild, bro.
It's her big.
Her big was out there.
He only burst out them offensive linemen. They're big boys over there. Big bone. They're big bone, bro.
Her big.
Herbig.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, it's all kind of injuries, bro. Frank Ragnow, Damian Lewis, Justin Jones, Miles Garrett. God damn, all our guys in the trenches are getting hurt too.
Yeah, those are the worst on the offensive line because like it'll just massively change. Like if you got injuries on that offensive line and you're the Rams, right? Like if you notice, there wasn't too many. There was few shots down the field. There was some against my Niners, but yeah, they were down 4 offensive linemen, right? We saw what it looked like when in week 2 when the Texans didn't have their center. You know what I mean? They couldn't really get the inside run game going. You know what I mean? Then you got the Saints last week. Man, their center went down. It was really bad.
Yeah, and he's out 6 to 8 weeks. Kamara's probably out. Yeah, we're looking rough against ATL,
you know what I mean?
bro.
These
Cooper Kupp.
You lost a lot of good men out there.
We got finally some good news from Lee. Cooper Kupp no longer in a cast and doing light drills off to the side. All right, finally we can get a there we go.
Yeah.
Finally a positive development.
Here's the funny thing though. You can only carry 8 players or designate 8 players total to your IR each team, right? They have 8.
They used it up there. Yeah, they maxed out their IR.
Kupp would have been on there. I'll tell you that much. So I don't really
I don't know. Maybe he'll recover quicker than we're thinking, and he won't have to go.
Whoa! Come on, Bogey!
Man. Oh, my mama.
Yeah, man. Come on.
The Hassan Reddick situation still in flux. Saying he's so frustrated with the Jets that he wouldn't mind getting traded back to the Eagles per ESPN.
Maybe it wouldn't be such a big deal if he wasn't just like absolutely mediocre last season. He didn't do anything to like really make himself the eye on the prize wasn't ever on Hassan Reddick. It was just a nice piece to add. It was I don't know. I thought that was mutual.
And
we weren't expecting your ass to be like a fucking TJ Watt, that's for sure.
They fucking need him now. With no Jermaine Johnson, they actually need
the other guy, the other rookie that we drafted.
Yeah,
McDonald has been crazy.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, when you had Jermaine Johnson opposite of McDonald, that was awesome. You know what I mean?
Well, that wasn't the case. It was somebody else. And
yeah, I got that other guy too.
And McDonald came in, and then after Johnson got, because they were rotating.
Oh, word. Okay, so they were giving McDonald.
So this is McDonald's time to shine because Jermaine was drafted a year before Will. They were both first rounders, but they don't throw their first rounders into the fire like that. They give them time to learn the system and get technique. But McDonald, he's ran with it. I think 2 sacks each game he's played. Yeah, old McDonald.
Does he have 4? Old McDonald had it. Oh, he's had plenty of them, bro. Hassan, he hadn't played this year. No, he's still holding out.
Yeah.
He's holding out.
He's holding out.
He's in the hole like 5 M's plus right now on his holdouts.
Yeah, I think he's playing himself, bro. I feel like the Jets have the leverage here because he's just like Kid has said. He's not really that game wrecker. He's more of like he's a good piece, but he's just not like that dude. He's not TJ Watt or Max Crosby or some shit like that. So it's like
at one point he was.
Reddick
was one of the best edge rushers. But
he was had 16 sacks last year. He had 11.
And
he's only 29, so shit. Yeah, y'all should try to get something worked out with him, because bro, if he gets on the field opposite old McDonald, bro, that could be a dangerous pass rush.
I thought it was going to be nice last year, but
that locker room.
He probably pissed off the locker room at this point.
You would feel the vibe, bro. Like there's a good vibe in with the Jets right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe it's Aaron Rodgers being like, you know what? We have the good vibe. We're on the good vibrations. We don't want these bad vibes in our locker.
In the good, inhale the good, exhale the bad.
We have the good ayahuasca. You know, we don't want the bad karma in our space.
He's just doing yoga in the middle of the goddamn yogi.
He's got the whole team just sitting there like, It is within, my son. It is within you.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. Shout out to meditation, man. Shit, I do that shit sometimes. It's like it's a soul cleanse for me personally.
I've been meditating on shrooms.
That's fact. Talk about it, bro.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Please say, will Geno Smith torch the Detroit defense to lead Seattle to a 4-0 record this week?
Well,
nope.
Hell no.
Detroit, this is a fun fact right here. They haven't given up 70 yards to a running back, bruh. Going all the way back to last year, like through the playoffs. I think going back to like week fucking something, like mid-season last year. They've been a bit of a funnel defense. So, like, Geno is in a good spot to shred him up here, bruh.
Yeah, I think he could have a good fantasy game. Like, I like him as a 2 in Superflex. Shout out to Steezy and the SPI. He got him at a good value. I should have taken him over stupid ass Will Levis.
Geno Smith has probably been the best quarterback value in the draft right now.
Yeah, they thought they
Sam Darnold. Don't forget Sammy D.
In 3 games in the air.
Yeah,
the Huskies' offense is going yay
on everything. 3 TD. They only given up 3 TDs in the air, but they gave up 650 yards. They got the 19th ranked pass defense.
On the other side, Seattle's been a funnel defense too. They're giving up booty on the ground, but not through the air. So we might have like a bit. We could have a nice little back and forth affair here, right here.
It could be a good shootout for us. Give us a lot of points. I think that's one of the highest over-unders this week in Vegas. So, yeah, I like that. Seahawks Lions, they're always good for shootouts. I think they've played the past couple of years.
45 and a half.
Overtime.
45 with the Lions minus 3.5.
Oh, okay. Not quite as high as I thought. I thought it was like 48, but it's still fairly high total. Well, anything over 45 is pretty high. So, yeah. I think the Commanders Cardinals is 50.5. That's the highest total of the week.
I'll take the under.
Yeah,
I ain't taking the under in that, bro. Kyler and James, I think they're gonna go yay.
Gonna run like shit. It's gonna drain the clock. That's why I'm saying it. They got running.
Unders tend to be the sharper plays, so I'm okay with your version. I hope it's a big ass shootout because I got a lot of pieces there.
I just kind of like make people mad when I say the under.
Yeah, and Trey McBride's out, so that could hurt him a little bit, but. I mean, I think Michael Wilson's gonna go crazy, bro. Because I mean, we already know they're gonna have a lot of attention on Marv Jr. So I think Michael Wilson's gonna go yay. I think he's a great flex play this week.
Kyler's due for an injury.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Hey, Michael Wilson had 9 targets last week too, bro. On my
Yep. Yeah, I think Michael Wilson's gonna go off. Their backup tight end for those in super deep leagues is, I believe, Elijah Higgins. I wouldn't recommend starting him, but just saying, I
don't trust anyone with the last name Higgins. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right, yeah, fucking T Higgins, man. Yeah, that motherfucker. Goddamn.
Y'all felt me on that. No one disagreed.
Right. That's the only Higgins I know that's currently playing. They had that other Higgins, but I don't think he's not playing anymore. That Rashawn Higgins or something.
From the
Browns. But he wasn't that good. Yeah, he was alright, but he wasn't ever very fantasy relevant.
He's everything T. Higgins wanted to be.
2 more weeks before the new Call of Duty comes out, then Kyler's good.
Oh, no.
Yo,
while it lasts,
and we were asking us, like, do we got a new Call of Duty coming out? And I was like, I believe we do.
Damn,
indeed, we do.
Keep Kyler Murray away from Call of Duty. I think they tried to work that into his contract or something.
It doesn't matter. He still sucks. What did he do? He had 1 good game this year.
He's good for fantasy.
No, he isn't. He has a 22, a 46, and a 22.
Bro, we went over this in all season, bro. Like that motherfucker. That motherfucker kills it in fantasy.
He had 1 good game against the Rams, who fucking suck.
The Rams, they just beat the Niners.
Hey!
Sorry. All right, we got one from Pod's son. It's Michael Wilson or J-Mo. Ooh, man, that's a tough one. Yeah, I think I'd leave Michael Wilson now with the Trey McBride news. I think J-Mo, I like J-Mo, but he's a little too volatile. I think Wilson's safer.
I can't get off the J-Mo play. What's wrong
I
with
know,
you?
right? The J-Mo play. But I feel like the Wilson play also has upside and a more stable floor, so I'm gonna lean that.
But if Bogey just said that Seattle ain't giving up too much yards in
that is true.
and Seattle is giving up.
Yeah, they've had a really good secondary.
They've only given up 397 yards in the air in 3 games, and they are the first pass ranked defense right now, and they only given up 1 TD in the air.
All right, Michael Wilson.
All right, come back on Sunday morning.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good Sunday question. Facts.
Sure. Shout out to Podson though. Podson was in the chat last night, man. He stayed coming around this motherfucker, man. Shout out to Podson, man. 100%. We appreciate you, bro.
Podson, man. Be sure to subscribe to all the channels, man. The Gen Wealth Net, Heart Start, and the Guru Nation. Not to mention Eon.
I'm gonna go back and watch the Jameson Williams tape and figure out what happened and what they did to stop him and almost eliminate him.
Yeah, and let me know because I want to play him in a lot of places.
Yeah, the jury might be kind of out on him, kind of like with the Saints with Derek Carr and Shaheed. You know, they kind of took away that deep stuff.
Here's the thing, though. Shaheed still
he still almost got one. Yeah, he almost got one. So yeah, I'm not saying to panic there, but it's like, especially if Kamara's out, I'd be a little wary about starting Carr and G. The only thing I trust with the Saints this week, so Olave and actually maybe Taysom. I kind of like Taysom this week at tight end, especially if Kamara's out, because he's going to basically be a running back.
That's a damn good point.
I think Taysom's a damn good play this week. Plus, also another fun fact, Taysom notoriously kills Atlanta throughout his career. Like, usually those big Taysom games, I think they come against Atlanta. So, Taysom, bro, I think he's a tight end 1 this week.
I mean, it won't be that hard.
Florida might be out, but we won't know in time before Sunday. Yeah, and even if he is, I think J-Mo's kind of got his role set. Like, I don't think Laporta being out is going to really affect J-Mo all that much.
Washington's secondary is fairly ass.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I really like Michael Wilson this week, because the Trey McBride targets I don't think are going to get funneled to that Higgins guy. I think they're going to get funneled, honestly, to Michael Wilson and maybe a little bit to the Dortchman, Greg Dortch, but I wouldn't trust him. But so I think obviously you start Marvin, then Michael Wilson, I think it's a very good flex.
The one thing that worries me about this is that they're so booty on the ground. You know what I mean?
Connor, bro. Connor's going to go off.
Get up in this game.
Connor will bounce back. He struggled last week, but that was against fucking Detroit. Like the best run defense.
The Michael Wilson play to me depends on it being a back and forth affair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it will be, because I think Jaden Daniels should be able to pick apart Arizona. Arizona's defense is nothing special.
I think Washington fucking steps all over the dumb little red bird.
Dumb little red bird.
Man, they got the dumbest little ass red bird, dude. Come on.
Right? Man. Yeah, they ain't shit compared to the real Cardinals. Shout out to St. Louis.
Concords. Well, you know those big old 12-foot birds?
And a Fugazi.
We got Falcons, Hawks, and Eagles, and then a Cardinal.
Yeah, what the fuck? I don't strike fear into nobody. They tried to make the logo more intimidating. Fuck off. They suck. Fucking Arizona Cardinals. They should just stayed in St. Louis, bro.
They even got birds in Arizona, bro. I swear,
Cardinals is a Chicago team.
Yeah, they're originally Chicago. Then they moved to St. Louis. They had the same name as the baseball team. Then they moved out to they were the Phoenix Cardinals for a couple of years, and then changed it to Arizona.
Yeah,
whole state. Bird doesn't even exist out there.
Right? Yeah, you don't see no Cardinals in a fucking desert.
The Arizona Buzzards, I'm sure, right? Or like
Arizona Vultures.
Roadrunners.
The Roadrunners. The Roadrunners. Yeah, that would have been. They should have named it after an actual desert creature. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, and then they could have worked out a deal with Looney Tunes to get the fucking Roadrunner on their helmet and shit.
Hey, when's the last time you ever seen the Roadrunner lose? He don't lose.
Right, that's what I'm saying, bro. That'd be much more badass than the fucking old school Plymouths. Yeah. Yep.
Plymouth rocks. Yeah. it's just so hard going back to the Michael Wilson, J-Mo for me. I'm just like, man, J-Mo on a Monday in the prime time. And he's been great 2 out of the 3 games. He still had all the air yards last week. It was just, it was at the matchup. They focused in on taking the big play over the top and then let off, just let everything underneath. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of both the receivers, honestly. But like I was saying, I'm going to go back and watch how they took Jameson Williams out of the conversation and try and imagine his matchup this week if that defense can do the same thing. I'll get back to you on Sunday.
Yeah, Bake's in the big fan of the Roadrunner. He's saying Cal State Bakerfield's mascot is a Roadrunner. Just terrible in Derek's voice. Damn.
That's funny. Hey, man, shout out to Bakersfield, man. Bakersfield stand up. Jordan Love is Bakersfield.
I think they're in the same baseball division as Fullerton.
Yeah, all those Cal State schools. Yep, Cal State, Fullerton. Oh, yeah, UC Irvine. There's a lot of good baseball schools there.
Those are some damn good baseball schools.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yeah, LSU's really good in baseball, and a lot of times they open the season against, I think it's Irvine. It's kind of like their traditional, like, one of those Cali schools they usually open with because them boys can play. Shit. What y'all think of Rams Bears?
That's an interesting game. I want to see Caleb continue his rise in stardom. I think he's going to be a good quarterback.
Yeah, he had a good game in week 3 for fantasy, not so much in reality. But if he's throwing 50 times a week, he's going to get fantasy points. So that was good to see him get some volume. So
yeah, my boy Komet. My boy Komet had a damn good game, man. I don't know.
Yeah, he finally got going.
Keenan, Look at the Rams, though. They're giving up big ass booty cheeks outside wide receivers. I said
DJ Moore, bro.
Wide receivers.
Not having Rome would hurt. I hope they do, but I hope that's not an out for the week. But
we've been dealing with injuries all year. Rome's
he's been kind of beat up all year. They're getting Keenan out.
It's got to be that DJ Moore game right there. That matchup, like I said, the same thing for Brandon Ayuk, and it ended up being Jennings last week. But nonetheless, her bigs. We're giving up her big booties through the air every week. The aforementioned Jameson Williams, week 1. Week 2, we tore him up. Marv Harrison Jr. came out, right?
Yep.
Week 3, Juana Man Jennings, right? One of these guys, this is Caleb's in play here.
Yeah, I like Caleb this week. Yep, good second. Staffy should be all right. The Bears are a tough defense, but if they end up having to shoot it out, he should do pretty good. Maybe Colby Parkinson could be a sneaky play at tight end when all the tight ends hurt.
They're finna get got in the pass rush. That's how I feel. They got Montez Sweat. Taylor,
their O line's beat up.
The kid Dexter, like they got a pretty like low key front 4.
Yeah, I think Chicago might steal this one. They're 3-point favorites. Over under only 40.5. Yeah, the Rams might be fucked here.
Rams is on the road.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I don't really like this spot for the Rams. So really, I mean, obviously you fire up Kyren and then Parkinson maybe deep. I don't really like any of the receivers for the Rams, bro. I don't think I'd start any Rams receivers here. Even Sappy, I'm kind of like, I mean, if I have a better third, I'd probably sit him too in a super flex. Definitely wouldn't start him in a single QB.
You are going to chase that too. And Demarcus Robinson is.
I ain't chasing that.
That's a number 3. He's a number 3 receiver, and when he's playing the number 1 role, not any good.
That's what I'm saying, bro. When he sees number 1 coverage, he ain't shit. And then Tyler Johnson ain't really that it. And then Jordan Whittington, but it's like he's just a kid, so
he's the slot.
Yeah, maybe him for like deep, grimy DFS formats. But I mean, I don't know. I would recommend just staying away from that.
And going back to what you said too, like, I mean, it could be a big Staffy game if Chicago could actually like run it up like everyone.
Yeah, Staffy might, if it ends up a thing where Chicago runs it up early, Staffy, if he's chasing points, that could work out. But
because Kyron too, he's game script proof. So
yeah, exactly, because he's a true every down guy. Yeah, you start him regardless. Yep. What about Bears running backs, y'all? Are we trusting Swift or Roschon? Yeah, I got both of them in my lineup in Gen Wealth. I'm just like, fuck it, I'll just throw them both in there.
Oh, facts.
See if Swift's been kind of hurt.
Zero faith in Swift, just for the record.
What about Swift?
He has zero faith.
Zero faith.
Oh, zero. Yeah, no, I feel you. I fucked up by taking Swift in that league. I was feeling myself he's gonna be a good running back here for the Bears. It's ascending offense. So yeah, that was kind of a slip up on my part. But it's like I got Roschon at least. So if Roschon becomes a thing, I'll have at least redeemed myself with that. I made sure to get Roschon too there. So yeah, we'll see how it plays out. But yeah, I just got them both in for now. I think they could both be pretty good plays because like Caleb, he'll target the running back some. Roschon had a pretty good receiving game last week, and maybe this is the week they finally establish it somewhat, especially if they get a lead, bro. Maybe this is a week where these guys can actually do a little something on the ground.
Roschon can pass, bro, and for what it's worth, the Rams with Young, the combination of Young and Verse
from Florida State, yeah.
Verse. Okay, so it's just okay.
I think it's just Verse. Yeah, it's Verse.
Yeah,
don't overthink it.
They have 1-2 punch over there at the pass rush, so they doing their thing. So Caleb and that line has been bad at pass pro and all that. You know what I mean? And run blocking. That like going back to what we're saying in the trenches, like they might not have the injuries over there on that line for Chicago, but they're all trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't look good. But the righteous is going to be all right.
And last week, the type of game that they were in, he was forced to throw 52 times. You know what I mean? So, whatever it may be, the game script this week, we don't know if he's going to be super relevant this week because last week he was forced into doing it. You know what I mean? Based on the way that the game fell. 100%. So I don't even know. I'm definitely staying away from the run game. I understand.
That's where I stand too. I was like, I would just avoid all of it altogether. I know if you're hurting, go ahead and play.
I'm hurting in this game well, so I'm kind of fucked. But yeah, mostly.
What's that? Yeah. That shit is hilarious, bro.
Yeah, we were playing that a lot last night, talking about fucking who's the ones that fucked us? Devin Singletary, Danny Dumbass, Brandon Brandon with the touchdown.
What's that?
Yep, Zeke. It's the
what's that, brother?
Are you talking about the Kendrick song or what? What's that one? You know what I'm talking about?
They not like us.
Yeah.
He a fan. He a fan.
Hey,
I have
a theory real quick. Let me switch gears real quick. I have a theory that it is Drake himself who is behind the scenes like, we need to push on this Diddy shit. Anything to get attention away from me.
I bet it, yes, 100%. I guarantee he is loving this Diddy shit. And he's probably thinking like, well, Diddy's the real fan.
He might be because he might have been turned up with bruh. He might.
Yeah, I watched it go about Drizzy probably was at them damn parties.
No, it was
bro.
Silent Hill. Silent Hill. Remember? I squirreled off. They're not. It's not. They not like us. It's Silent Hill.
Silent Hill.
Question.
Yeah, that song goes hard. I like it. But at the end of like every verse, he goes, huh. You know what I'm talking about? It's Silent Hill.
I can't picture it offhand, bro.
I'm not the biggest fan of Drake.
What?
No, Kendrick.
We got a question from Podson again. Shout out to Podson. Hunter Henry, Mike Gesicki, or Taysom? Shit, I'm rolling Taysom, baby.
Yeah, Hunter Henry ain't gonna do nothing against the gang this week.
Right, yeah, definitely not Hunter Henry. Gesicki, I kind of like Gesicki. He's been getting involved. I don't know who they. Let's see who they play this week. Carolina, they're kind of ass against the tight end, so I could maybe see Gesicki, but I just think Taysom's in a really good spot here with Kamara banged up, so I'm gonna go Taysom.
I will go Hunter Henry, Taysom, and Gesicki in that order.
Oh, you going Hunter? What are they? Who do they? Oh, you think your Niners are going to give it up to the tight end?
I mean, unless you tell me that the young receivers are going to shred us up. You know what I mean? Their line is so bad.
I just think with Henry, like, you just never know with New England. I mean, like week 2, he had the huge game, and last week he did nothing.
I can see Taysom Hill. Like, we just never know with Taysom Hill. But Taysom
I think this week he's got a more stable floor because of the Kamara situation. I think he's good for like 8 to 10 carries this week because of that.
I'm not going to argue that. He'll get sprinkled in every little.
Yeah, they're gonna sprinkle him in a lot more, I think. Especially he's got a good history against Atlanta last year, both games against Atlanta. I believe he had double-digit fantasy points.
That Taysom Hill's a wild man.
Right? Yeah, he's kind of tough to predict. He's kind of like riding a wild stallion. You never know when you're gonna get, bucked off. But it's like, I think this week it's gonna be a fun ride with Taysom, bro. I think he's gonna have a huge week.
Not mad at that. Yeah, and Taysom is just, they couldn't decide between like Jason and Taylor. I don't know. Because Taysom's it's Taysom, right? It's like,
yep.
Awesome. That's just as good as Laramie.
Mine is going to be out of Gesicki or Taysom as well. I don't think Hunter Henry going to do nothing against us. They pass game. I think the last time we seen the Patriots was when
he'll be fine, bro.
When Drake May played. Was that the game that last Thursday? The last Thursday night game is the last time we seen the Patriots.
Yeah, and this jet shut Henry down.
Yeah, I don't think
and Cincinnati's got like 4 tight ends that they rotated. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Shout out to the Rook, Eric All, bro. I got him on the taxi in the gym.
Drew Sample. Yeah, Drew Sample.
Man, Tanner Hudson. Yeah, it can get greasy over there.
Gesicki's just around.
Oh shit! Breaking. Joe Mixon back at practice.
There we go.
Oh, hit the drop.
The Peacock's excited.
He's trying to play.
Hit the drop.
He likes touchdowns and he cannot.
Great for that offense. We've been relying on the passing game, DJ Stroud, and
or Joe Mix a lot, baby.
Yep.
I like that.
My bad. If anybody doesn't realize that whenever they throw up the music in the background, I can't hear it. It's been like this the whole season.
Wait, you can't hear it, kid?
No, I don't get I don't get the drops. Audio.
Wait,
the audio only? If it's a visual and an audio, then I get it. But if it's just an audio only drop, I don't ever hear it.
Oh yeah. Oh, you don't have headphones on. That's probably.
I guess maybe that's why. I don't know. But Bogey doesn't
I think that's
headphones and he sees it.
Do you hear the drops, Bogey? Like, all right, I'm gonna do on this.
It's always on.
You hear the Jamaican?
Yeah. No, it's whenever you're on an iPhone or a tablet, sometimes I don't know. It's like it's a StreamYard thing maybe because they used to have me all the time. I ended up updating my joints one time and then it just stopped. And then I was like, oh, I can hear it.
Oh, okay. We'll figure it out for you, kid. We got one for hit the gotcha, bitch. Black Mamba McGee. What up, Black Mamba? Daniels or Mahomes? And also standard scoring. Do I flex Ramondre or Olave? Ooh, these are some tough questions.
Daniels is standard league as well.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that's the same league. He didn't say, but
I assume gotta go JD5, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big shootout. The Mahomes game looks like it's gonna be kind of ugly. So yeah, I'd probably just say fuck it and throw in JD5.
JD5 been running the ball at least 10 times a game.
Yeah, he's got a stable floor over there, bro. And it should be a high scoring game. The highest total in Vegas, 50.5. So yeah.
Can Patrick Mahomes remember how to score 20 points in the league for us? Like, fuck, dude.
I know, right? And he's going against the Chargers, man, one of the more stingier defenses on the year. So I'd probably go JD5 and then, man, Rahamador Olave. Rahamador going against the Niners. Terrible matchup. Olave against ATL.
It's not a terrible matchup. My Niners, though, on the ground. Actually, right now.
They're not stellar at all. And then
Well, with that being said, I might go Rahamador then in the Standito. I want to say Olave, but I don't know, man. That Saints Falcons might get a little ugly, so I might in the Standito, bro. I might lean Rahamador if y'all think the Niners are giving it up on the ground.
I like that. I guess these are really good questions. But I'm gonna go.
Yeah, Olave still though. I like because Olave's been getting the targets since.
Yeah, Olave's been steady, bro. He had a week 1, but in past 2, he's been very good.
Yeah. Who's getting the touchdown? Because that's what matters most in standard.
Right. I mean, Olave caught one last week, but I mean, throughout his Saints career, he hadn't really been like a big touchdown guy. Where Rahamador, bro, I mean, he's the goal line guy in New England. So
I'm going Rahamador. Just touch.
Yeah, CPR, I'm going Olave, but the Standito, I'd probably go.
Why did he go negative on us?
Yeah, the Niners hit Javon Hargraves.
But that was a really good run defense, and it got out of hand, so they had no.
Did they bench him, or did he get hurt? Like, what was that? Because they just stopped.
It was just game. It was game management. They're not going to run the ball when they're down by 100.
That's a good point. They got smacked.
It's a sale, bro. How was Peacock selling $13 shirts?
I think actually in that game that we're referring to Rahamador, he still averaged more than 4 yards per carry. He just had 6 of them.
Yeah, bad. Yeah, that Jets game. Yeah, that's a bad game script because they got down, and Pop Douglas had the game in that one.
Yeah, that's
Nico Collins back at practice too. That's what's up. That's what we want to hear.
Oh, they just rubbing some yams on it. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah! Come on! Celebrate! Hell yeah! So shit, if they could get Nico and Mix-a-Lot in there, shit. I mean, the Tank Dell thing sucks, but it's like Tank Dell's kind of like a luxury piece. It's like really. If you got Mix-a-Lot, Nico, and Big, shit, that's really all you need. But, I mean, if you got Tank as well, then you're really dangerous. But you're playing the fucking Jags, so they should be fine.
They're like, we don't see, I like that, though. It's divisional, and these guys are getting up for that game. Mixon, come back to me, Mixon.
Yeah, well, Mixon's not a confirmed active yet, but I think Nico's almost certain to be active. Mixon, I'd probably say is still like 50-50.
Come back to me, Mixon. At least it's an early game.
He likes touchdowns and he cannot.
I mean, there's some spots where I'm playing like Emmanuel Lewis.
Yeah, Emmanuel Wilson, bro. Yeah. I got that in the SPI. That's my backup for.
I need to play Mixon though.
I'd rather Mixon, obviously. So yeah, hopefully he can come back. Then I could flex Emmanuel Wilson and take out. Well, I fucked myself over. I put Brandon Cooks in last night, and he did nothing.
I have the sicko start of Cam Akers in a lot of leagues. So this Joe Mixon news is kind of, muddies the water for me.
I'm happy, but goddamn it, I have Cam Akers everywhere. Hey, but you know what though? There is a real realm of possibility if Joe Mixon, aka Sergio Mix-a-Lot, back this week, and you will still see a good amount of Akers, probably. You know what I mean? Like,
damn, maybe I should play the Wilson pack. I don't know. I probably if Mix-a-Lot plays, bro. We still gotta play him. Still gotta play Sergio Mix-a-Lot, bro, because he likes touchdowns and he cannot lie.
And it's the Jaguars with no
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Let's run on them. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Olakun don't let nobody get to that third level for real. They just might this week.
They're without Olakun. Olakun's out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I was just saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro, they might run all over them bastards. Yeah.
Gotta need that too. They need a run game here. They need to get back to dominating.
Yeah, you don't want CJ Stroud to be like too keyed in on or whatever. So we got another one from Podson.
I need a good
question for the doctor. Is Garrett
spoke with my good friends, doctors, by the way, out in Germany. And They said CMC probably ain't coming back till at earliest week 9. And when I say at earliest, it might even be longer. So shout out to Jordan Mason.
He saw his shadow.
Right? But hold on to Isaac Garendo is just a lottery ticket.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can play him as a fringe flex at all while Jordan Mason's healthy. It's not like an Emmanuel Wilson. Yeah.
Wilson combo.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, Emmanuel Wilson. Emmanuel Wilson is a lottery ticket because if anything happens to Jacobs, bong, and that's how I view Isaac Garendo. You know what I mean?
Emmanuel Lewis.
Yeah, he's a good lottery ticket, kind of like Blake Corum. It's like you just cuff him, and you don't worry about trying to start him. You just cuff him if you got the roster space. So yeah, if you're in a 12-team league or deeper, then yes. Anything shallower than that, probably not, because it's like you kind of run out of bench spots.
I mean,
any deeper league, any serious degenerates leagues like we play in, yes, he's worth rostering.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, there are a few teams that I have these shallow leagues, like the standard, just join now and play now or whatever, like that type of league. If I have a Kyron Williams, I do always have a Blake Corum, and he's not droppable on my bench. I will drop a guy that I can actually start just because I don't want to go through the idea of missing out on a Blake Corum, and that's your second running back. Your starter's already out, so Jordan Mason is a Blake Corum. Do I believe that Isaac Garendo goes in and starts doing Jordan Mason things? I'm not convinced. I don't think he will. But having that Niners running back is a nice little addition to your roster if you never had it. But if you're on a like Spencer was saying, if you're in a shallow league, I would wait for waivers and maybe get ahead of the game and see how everything plays out. And then if you notice Jordan Mason start to struggle, then I would get it. But right now, Jordan Mason's doing the job, so I don't see a role for Garendo.
Don't die on me, Jordan Mason.
Right. And we got another one from Black Mamba. Titans D or Texans D?
Texans.
Yeah, probably so. I think the Dolphins, they're going to be extra conservative with Snoop Huntley. The Jags, you already know they're going to throw it. T-Law's probably good for a pick or two. So, yeah, give me the Texans. Plus, the Texans, I think he brought it up earlier, kid. The Texans probably can get a lot of sacks.
Yeah, and Texans.
I guess that's that. Houston. I have Houston as my defense, so I guess I would play Houston.
Yeah, I got them in a couple leagues where I have teams that
pick up Houston. I'm playing them because I'll just have Houston, right?
Yeah,
I'll just have them. If I'm streaming, I'm looking at teams like Chicago, Titans, Miami.
Yeah, Titans, Miami. I picked up Miami in one.
But if I just want to have a defense, and then I'm just willing to roll them out because they're a good defense.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs and the Texans. Those are like my core defense.
And the reason the Texans were drafted, the reason they're available is because people dropped them because they were playing the Vikings last week. So I would swoop them up and then stand up. You know what I mean?
Yep. We got one from All in One Show. He's wondering if we could help him with his lineup.
I don't think All in One Show.
That's what we're here for, All in One. His starting lineup is Burrow, Bijan, Jacobs, Zay, Drizzy, Kelsey, and Pollard. And his bench is Ford, Higgins, Jennings, Mostert, Njoku, A-Rich, and Waddle.
I might start Jennings over Zay Flowers.
The Ravens are playing Buffalo. This could be like, what does Vegas got him at? What if Vegas got that point total at?
48.5, I believe. So yeah, I don't know. Tony Pasta, he got exposed last week. I might switch out Pasta for Joanna, man, honestly, and I'd probably keep Zay in. The Bills do have a good pass defense. Maybe I might throw Higgins in this week, bro, against the Panthers. Honestly, I might try T. Higgins over Zay, and then Joanna man over Pasta. But I would keep everything else in there. I'd give Kelsey one more week. You got to, and Njoku's hurt. Joe Burrow or A-Rich, I'd keep Burrow in over A-Rich. Bijan, Jacobs, Drizzy, you got to start all them. So, yeah.
I like that Burrow game to shoot out. We got Andy
That's
Dalton.
what I'm saying. Yeah, if you put Higgins in there, you'd have the Burrow Higgins stack. Yeah, so that's probably
Higgins
what
and Jennings over Flowers and Pollard.
Yeah.
Oh, you can Drake in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave Drake in there because Marshawn Lattimore is still hurt from my Saints. So
yeah, I
think Drizzy might burn us.
Yeah,
I mean Drizzy over there. He's scoring tugs like back-to-back weeks.
Yeah,
back-to-back weeks.
Touchdowns is nice.
I think it's been 5 receptions too on back-to-back tugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and how come? You know what sucks is that we need the tug from him though.
Oh, 6 receptions.
Yeah. So honestly, Drizzy would probably be more the flex play there. I would say, the Higgins, Jennings probably your best bets as a receiver, and then Drizzy would be. You just got to hope you get flex production out of him.
Higgins and Drake are almost the same. Like they really are almost the same.
Yeah, I hate them both.
Your receiver is kind of hurting there, bro. You might want to look into swinging a trade and maybe try to flip Kelsey for a receiver. Although Kelsey, hope Kelsey has a big week this week and then flip him because his stock's kind of down right now.
Or Anthony Richardson, see if somebody really has a lot of confidence in him and sell high while you can.
Yeah, well, he's another one though. That's like he's coming off 2 bad weeks, so this might not be the best time to sell him. But yeah, I think your team's all right though. I think you're in a pretty good spot with throwing Jennings and Higgins in there. I think you'll be fine, brother.
Yeah,
there's a lot of talk
in the chat.
About Flacco.
Right?
It would be nice to see a trade of Anthony Richardson before they make that move. Okay,
that'd be crazy.
Maybe we should.
Maybe
we are a better team with Flacco.
Probably are. Like the Browns are a better team with Flacco than fucking Deshaun. Hello, ladies, Watson. Seriously, I mean their offense was way better with Flacco.
Yeah,
they should have re-signed his ass.
Yeah, but
they brought in the infamous, bro. They got infamous Winston.
About it.
I was about to say
he started so hungry. It's like he wasn't expensive at all.
Yeah. Well, Aaron Jones. Lee's got one for us. Well, Aaron Jones stay hot in a revenge game against the Packers. Ooh, that'd be his first time facing his former team.
Remember when Jamal Williams had his first revenge game against the Packers? He was out there crying after. You remember that? He was like,
oh yeah, that was the last game of the year where they beat him. I think.
He's like, y'all doubted me, and then he's like, well, hey, don't let these tears fool you. I got some dog in me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he flipped the switch real quick. Yeah, that was
the tears dried up. He's like, you know what? I'm a dog.
He even did that in that Hard Knocks when they had the Hard Knocks stare too. He was letting their ass know.
Oh yeah,
and he broke
that means a lot.
Yeah, he's like, I just want to thank my mom, and but I still got that dog in me. That shit was hilarious, bro. That was on Sunday Night Football.
Is he banked up right now?
No, he's actually a pretty good play this week with Kamara likely out.
No, I'm talking about not Jamal Williams. I'm talking about Aaron Jones.
I think Aaron Jones is healthy for once. I haven't heard anything about him. So
he's getting a chance again.
Oh, here we go. CMC update. John Lynch addresses it. It says CMC back in the U.S. and the goal is to get the Achilles tendonitis to quiet down.
Oh, it's pretty loud, isn't it? I mean, it's so loud.
Yeah, look at the shirt on Peacock. That shit red as fuck, bro. Christian McCaffrey, man. That shit is, he needs to quiet down, man.
$13 today and today only.
Yep, flash sale. Y'all go check it out. Need Mixon to play this week. Yeah, he might. He's 50-50, and it's a noon game, so you'll know Sunday morning. Jordan Addison feels ready to return. Okay.
He feels ready?
About time. I got a lot of shares of Addison.
You sure do. And I'm mad because I have 0 because he was just going super late and like at a point where you could have just housed him and not affected your starting lineup.
Damn, bro.
Going so fucking late.
We got one from KJ Frederick. Shout out to KJ. Better full PPR QB play this week. Hurts or Dalton in the revenge game?
You should play Hurts.
Yeah, you got to play Hurts, man.
Yeah.
You got to play Hurts. Damn. And he said, good looking, my guys. Played Jawan Jennings last week and benched Mike Evans.
Hold on. Is Hurts down both AJ and Swifty?
and Smitty. Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't know the one on AJ.
Well, they said Smith is still questionable. AJ is also still questionable. More than likely, he's without one or both.
Early this morning, I think Lee said Devontae was ruled out.
Oh, he was.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
El Concusto, yeah.
Remember when all the Eagles receivers were healthy?
I know, right?
Come on,
yeah,
man.
I'd still go Hurts though, bro, because Hurts gets that rushing, bro. And they got Goddard. Dotson might finally do something this week. Saquon
in the passing game.
Yeah, I would still go Hurts here. I don't trust Dalton, bro.
The Eagles
I think he's gonna get humbled this week
against Tampa. It's gonna be they're a bit of a funnel defense as well.
Yeah,
you know I mean?
Yeah, I'd play Hurts.
Oh, they're down Vita Vea too, so this is actually going to be pretty good for their run game.
Oh yeah, Saquon's going to go yay again, I'm sure. So
yeah, I mean, look at the Broncos kind of ran on Tampa Bay.
100%.
Okay, I like this.
AG and Devontae, boy, that's hey.
And then who's the other guy? It would be Andy Dalton in the revenge.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I think he could do okay, but I'm just like I'm not buying that he's all of a sudden this year's Flacco. Like
I was saying it though.
I know it's tempting to say, but I just it's still Carolina though. It's still fucking Carolina. Like,
and it's like the weaponry isn't like.
Okay, doubtful for Devontae.
I guess he has Goddard. He has Goddard and Saquon. That's good enough.
Yeah, so if he would miraculously clear protocols, he might play, but it's doubtful right now.
Oh my god! I just realized I automatically say Hurts because I would feel so fucking stupid playing Dalton over Hurts, and then Hurts goes crazy.
That's what I'm saying. There's no even if he's without both the weapons, I would still play Hurts. AJ Brown considered a long shot.
That's the heart. You got to have the heart start on him.
No, that's being too smart to start.
Oh, too smart to start. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a couple of ways you can flip that shit, man.
Too smart to start.
Smart to start. You start.
Yeah. Don't be a smart ass.
Yeah.
100%.
Come back on Sunday just in case you're feeling worried, and just I'll make sure I stay consistent for you. You know what I mean? Because we're going Jalen Hurts.
Yep. You got to start your studs, bro. Jalen Hurts, you probably took him as like
Baker
the QB off the fucking board. You can't sit him for fucking Andy Dalton. I'm sorry.
And Baker can't make it a game. Just like I know Burrow can make it a game, but also like we might see a big Zach Moss outing like finally this year, right? With the Bengals. Because like they are terrible.
He did pretty good last week, yeah.
Yeah,
I think he could do well. Yeah, going against Carolina, I think he's in for a big.
Zach Moss getting involved in this receiving game. He scored last week, man. He getting the touches. Zach Moss.
Hell, who's Chase Brown?
He got involved last week, though. I think he
he did a little something last week too. They finally got the run game.
Showed him so I could motivate him.
Yeah,
of all the Chase Browns that are just ready to drop for someone hot on the waiver.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Jalen
Mama.
And Baker's in I mean, it's kind of a bounce back spot. I mean, I guess one game out of the three we saw so far for the Eagles, they shut down the passing game, and that was against the Saints last week. But I think it had a lot to do with that pass rush just affecting everything.
Yeah, Saints O-line was in shambles, so yeah.
Yeah, and the Bucs O-line's been really good at pass pro this year, so. And we got a Chris Godwin there. If you want to go ahead and get some pass rush going, they're gonna get it out quick. So I actually think, I'm playing Jalen Hurts. I'm not, you know what I mean? There's too many different scenarios I can come up where it's a shootout versus where I could make it like it could be an ugly game for the Carolina Bengals thing because both teams give up booty on the ground too. Like Chuba could actually have a good game. I'm just saying there's a lot of ways they can take the air out of the ball in that game.
I think I seen something about Jonathan Bruce getting ready to be ramped up here pretty soon too.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's 4 weeks, bro. He might be back next week.
We got zero Chubb news, huh?
Yeah, Chubb has been kind of we don't really know.
He's a next week thing.
Yeah. Oh, Chase in the house. What up, Chase?
What up, Chase?
Good morning, bro.
Yep. I got a question for us. I'm thinking of benching London in favor of Ayuk, Deontay, and Shakir.
Shakir has been carving out a baby role for sure. 100%.
I'm not mad at that.
Talking about the Red Rifle and the revenge narrative. 100%. Deontay trying to get paid. Red Rifle might be able to get his ass the ball in back-to-back games. and then Ayuk. That's what we're looking for, is this breakout game. Is it going to be against New England? And Big Bro said they might double Ayuk to take his ass out the way 100%.
I think he could still do good, though. I'd start him and Deontay for sure over Drizzy. I think this comes down to Shakir or Ayuk. I mean, Shakir or London for me. And yeah, it's tough. Like, I mean, Drizzy, I'm sure you drafted him higher, so I'd usually say Drizzy. But, bro, like Shakir against Baltimore, I think could end up doing really good. So if that's what your gut's telling you, bro, then just go with it. Like, I mean, the projection's probably telling you to go London, but if you feel good about Shakir, I ain't mad at it.
Hey! Woo! I'm John Bon Pokey.
Oh! That shit goes crazy.
I was so like standing up and taking a bow on the Deontay Johnson call last week, just because it was the matchup. Like week 1, 2, and 3, the Raiders have given up mad booty to slot receivers. I'm sitting here trying to think of big butts, and I cannot lie. The Bengals, right? Like against the Bengals. I mean, I think they did move Dax Hill to corner, and he's playing nickel corner. You know what I mean? So he's been pretty good. So I think that's the matchup we're looking at, because then Mike Hilton hasn't, Mike Hilton used to be that guy. They ain't fucking with him like that. So I'm a little worried about Deontay Johnson. Then there's the Juwanna Man thing. It's like, is that going to be a game? You know how I might be jinxing my Niners right now, huh?
It has to be a game. The Niners need a real W, and they need a morale W as well, though, bro. 100%. They can't let New England come in there and sniff around. We seen what New York did. New York had
they were sniffing around last night, and Dallas damn near blew that shit.
100%. We got to go in there and go put the pedal to the metal, man. On everything, feet's on necks, man. Boys on the ground, man. 100%. So you know what I mean.
Yep, for sure. So yeah, just as far as Drizzy, like, I mean, he's kind of touched on the pin, and Shakir honestly is probably the better like volume play. So, and it's a pretty good matchup. Baltimore's been kind of like a funnel defense kind of thing. So yeah, I think I'd probably lean Shakir. But we got one more from Frederick KJ. Isaiah Likely or Noah Fant full PPR.
Oh man, I just gotta go Likely because I'm not fucking with Fant.
Right? Yeah, I agree. Likely has way more upside.
I would rather play Likely in this matchup where because they've been shutting down number 1, so I don't really like Flowers if that's how he's gonna be viewed as a number 1, or even Mark Andrews if they view him as a number 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though he's a tight end, because then Likely might be actually be in play here. The Noah Fant thing, I feel like we would be chasing last week. You know what I mean?
100%.
You did, like, and the Lions, their front seven has been good. It's their secondary that's weak, and like they usually use their linebackers.
Yeah, this will be more Lockett, DK, JS. Yeah, I don't want Fant. Give me Likely. And we got another one from the Mamba. Should I drop Waddle for Keon? My receivers are Rice, MHJ, and Olave. Oh yeah, no, keep Waddle, bro.
Is there anybody else?
Do not drop him for Keon.
Is there anybody else we could drop for Keon?
Yeah, there might be somebody else. Don't drop Waddle. Drop like your backup tight end or something.
Yeah, or package Waddle up and then and try to go after like a 2-for-1 trade. Then you'll have an extra spot to pick up Keon. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
we're figuring it out, but we're not just gonna let go of Waddle like that. I'm not gonna play him until further notice, but I don't want to just release him yet. I still have hope that Tua comes back left-handed, because right now, he doesn't know what state he's in, and he's riding right-handed. It's all bad.
It's all bad right now.
Deontay, God damn it, Deontay's questionable. What the
fuck? Come on.
What
come on,
the fuck?
He's finally catching it.
Yeah, he gonna get fired up, boy. Oh,
yeah, he should be fine. I think that happened. That was early in the week. Like he was. He I think he's fine, honestly.
Sell Deontay Johnson. Right,
I'm on the trade block in one league. Oh, my mama did.
Come on, do what you're supposed to do.
Okay, he's practicing today. Okay, he'll be fine. Deontay is a go, y'all. Deontay's a go.
Oh, it's 1:00 on the East Coast, man. That motherfucker.
Everything's gonna be.
Yep. Yeah, they got their practice reports in already.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to the East Coast.
Just keep him stashed, bro. He might turn it around.
Yeah, and who's the Raiders playing this week? Oh, they're playing the Browns. So it's not like you can be like, oh, Jerry Judy's in play. But if you're in the DFS, Jerry Judy's in play.
I guess he had a deep, grimy DFS.
You have 3 weeks in a row. You can't tell me that like we're just trusting Deontay Johnson all of a sudden like that.
No,
Yeah.
It makes them just a little more. But it was definitely the matchup after 3 weeks, and Nate, that's the reason why we like Nate Hobbs as a nickel for the Raiders.
But also
IDP and he gives up booty.
But also, you know, Red Rifle do got wins up under his belt. He do got production up under his belt, man. And for him to go ahead and be in the lineup over Bryce,
and he has revenge on the mind.
You know, I mean, it's just the quality of targets is a whole lot better for everybody that's in the receiving game as well, 100%.
And Deontay Johnson was fairly decent in the ass metric.
Come on now,
average separator score metric.
I like big books and I cannot lie.
He just couldn't get the ball because Bryce Young was a poor quality passer. You're right. You know what? Because here's the thing, I almost can't get off the Drake play. No Marshawn Lattimore. You know, this is a division game. They needed. I'm sorry, Spencer, but I'm just saying, like this. This is the game everyone gets up for. And same thing with the rep. I mean,
I get it. Yeah,
getting up for this game. I almost.
It's a big game, bro. It's a big game for both my Saints and ATL because, bro, it's like. If ATL loses this, they drop to 1-3. If we lose this, we drop to 500, and they're facing the fucking Chiefs next week. So
and the
a huge motherfucking game for both teams.
The Buccaneers dropped one last week to the fucking Broncos.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The division's wide ass open. Like, we gotta take advantage, bro. So we can win this. We'll be 3-1. At worst, be tied for first.
You got 2 over the division.
And then we'd get 2 over the division if we win this. So yeah, we'd be controlling the division. So
I'm saying,
yeah, we need this, bro. But anyway, I think I'm about to slide my G's. But yeah, great show and
yeah, Guru Nation. Hey, check this out, y'all. Our man Guru, he been real busy with his actual work. You know what I'm saying? Because he's an actual journalist, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always a pleasure when he can make it in the morning because he puts it in his schedule. You know what I mean? The man is fairly busy. Sunday, I know we'll see you again Sunday, but definitely the Guru Nation Power Hour.
Oh yeah, Guru Nation Power Hour. Yeah, appreciate the promo, y'all. Yep, in my humble opinion, man. Guru out. Peace.
Right, bro. And we highly appreciate our man Spencer Guru representing the Guru Nation. Time is man's greatest commodity. So I highly appreciate it when all our brothers can commit some of their time in the day to do this. So it's always awesome.
100%, bro.
Yeah. Okay. What other games y'all want to talk about on the Sunday docket?
Let's see. We got to the let's see. We didn't talk.
We're bouncing around. You know what I mean?
100%.
We're doing our thing.
What about Pittsburgh and Indy? You touched on that. Paused.
Okay, we haven't necessarily touched on that game. Pause. But I love Najee here. I hope we don't see no fuckery with Arthur Smith, going all right, corduroy, let's go. You know what I mean? Because God damn it, these Colts have been giving up mad booty, and this is like it feels like home to me. You know what I'm saying? Because when I first started playing fantasy, it was in 2013, and they were always terrible against the run. This is a trend that's been going on for years, and they tightened it up a little bit in the past couple of years when they brought in Gus Bradley. But their interior line's banged up. They have no DeForest Buckner, and it's even worse. You know what I mean? Give me Najee Harris this week. He could be a top 10 play this week.
I got Najee In the AOB, I got Najee, Gibbs, and Zach Moss fired up this week, bro. I got to because Tank Dell down. I'm not playing Pittman this week. I've been waiting on the Pittman and Air 5 connection to hopefully start connecting the targets is there. Just the reception.
That's he's gonna get Joey Porter Jr. You know what I mean?
100%. And so I got them 3 running backs, DK, and I think I'm firing up. Hold on.
Is Alec Pierce the white Rasheed Rice? Or not Rasheed Rice, what's his name? Rashid Shaheed. There it is.
Shaheed, for
Alec Pierce, the white Rashid Shaheed.
Oh, because Kev just offered me that's in the Ashy League.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, everything. Let me tell you my
is it Ashy or is it a trade that could be the road to Classy?
Right, 100%. Right. Oh my mama. Let's see what this fool talking about.
Shout out to Cuzzo Kev.
Cuzzo Kev, man. Oh,
fierce competitor.
Oh, this motherfucker sent 2 trades. Okay,
so you gotta be careful with Kev's trades because like I have like talked the trade through, agreed on it, and went and hit the accept on the wrong one.
Oh my mama.
He's gonna bombard you with all variations. Like,
so I don't know if y'all can see that shit. It's Jalen Waddle for B-Rob. That's an easy recheck.
That's a no. Not the mob.
That's an easy
redraft right now with old right hand to
And then he got Brian Robinson for Michael Pittman. We was just talking about both of the receivers.
Right. Oh, he's trying to buy the Brian Thomas now.
Man, he I don't know if he started Singletary in this matchup because he had Singletary last night and he gutted out. But his other running back,
I haven't been active in shooting too many trades out because I'm 2-1 right now, and I built pretty good in some of the redrafts. But yeah, I should start shaking things up because I do have some hot commodities like my Adunze shares. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that might like want to fuck with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to come off a bit like that because man, my DJ Moore shares ain't looking too good because Adunze might be like the benefactor here of getting. You know what I mean? Even this week, now that they're building some rapport here, we get a Keenan Allen back, and now you got a Keenan Allen and a DJ Moore to take away all the attention, right? That'd be fucking annoying.
That's why I'm hoping my shares cold commit stay relevant 100%. And this league
all 4 of his weapons here.
Right. And this league that Cuzzo Kev trying to trade me in, I'm deep pause at the receiver position. I got fucking Devontae, Nico, DK, Wandale, and I've been waiting on Jordan Addison in that league. So he's trying to take one of my running backs and get and send me a wide receiver at a position that I don't need. So there's no need for me to even counter on that trade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Percent only place I really need to upgrade in that league is at tight end because I got Kyler and
And does he got?
Huh?
What tight end does Kev got? Pause.
Shit. Let me go.
Wrong.
Let me see. And see, I'm streaming that tight end in that league. Oh, he got Kincaid. He ain't giving up Kincaid.
You don't think so?
Hell no. He don't got nobody on his bench.
Addison.
Huh?
Try Addison.
He don't got no other tight end on his bench, so he'll be streaming. So that's not a good move for him.
Yes, you can already see the layers
with the.
I'm like that too. Like I won't even send it if I don't think I even got action.
Yeah, no facts. I'm not. You have to
send it regardless.
You have the team that you're sending the offer to. You have to try, in your opinion, identify their weak spot. You know what I mean? There's no reason to attack a position where they're deep at and offer to, take, to get them deeper at one position and take away from another position.
And in this case too, right? Like he's obviously telegraphing what he needs, asking for various receivers from you. He needs receivers. 100%. You know what I mean? So it's like that. Yeah, and then at war, I just rather cripple some motherfuckers sometimes. Like, listen, man, I can't talk to you. You know what I mean? We lost a lot of good men out there, and my depth is the key. Again, depth is always the key in redraft. Especially this past couple of years, because survival to help you.
No, them is facts. Uh-oh.
I was like, I'm releasing the air on the tires right now. Just gotta.
That is crazy.
It all kind of work. And that was me making a sandwich. You know, the last of the mustard.
There it is. There.
I'll be right back. Mason need to use the bathroom. Oh
no! Put my hands up, boy. That's the first reaction, boy. Always. Facts. The law and order, boy. We gonna hold law and order around this motherfucking man. On everything. Peacock said AJ Brown spotted at practice Friday. That's what's up, bro. So the Jalen Hurts play over. Damn, I forgot who it was. That's looking better. That's looking better right now. 100%. Oh, it was Jalen over Andy Dalton. Everything. 100%. Swole Batman is back. Oh my mama. Let's see what else. Oh, we was talking about Pittsburgh and Indy. Yeah, definitely the fucking Najee shares for sure. What about Justin Fields? Like, if they win this game, they go 4-0. We haven't seen Justin Fields get allowed to start really having some design runs to where he start picking up, making the third downs shorter with design runs like how he was doing in Chicago. I would like to see Pittsburgh start using Justin Fields on some design runs, you know what I mean? Especially if not, the threat of Najee, and if like Bogey was saying, fucking Indy is giving up cheeks on the ground, no defo. A couple of the other pieces on defense is missing. Like, yeah, let's see this Najee and Justin Fields combination.
Yeah, who did the Colts play last week, right? They played the Bears. All of a sudden, the Bears look like they have a run game. 100%. And now I'm kicking this Roshan Johnson thing, ain't I? But I'm just saying, see the Colts, they'll do it. Week 2, who they play? All going back to week 1, they're giving up booty. Joe Mixon went crazy. I can't remember who they played week 2.
They played a division game, the Texans, I think.
No, that was week
1. No. Yeah, right. My bad. They played fuck, I'm burned, bro. Let me see.
I'm with you.
See.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why week 4 is so important, because then I'm OCD, so we get an even number of games now, right? Like, now we can start bracketing these right? We're at boom, the first quarter of the year, and we get to legit look at what 4 weeks is looked at.
Hey, Green Bay, my bad, bro.
There it is. Green fucking Jacobs went crazy.
He had 30 attempts that game, I think it was,
because it was working. They're like, keep doing that.
100%. Is that the game that Emmanuel Wilson came out to? Pause.
Had the long one. Pause. Oh, that was last week. Yeah, that was
last week.
My bad. They played the Titans last week. No, it was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
Yeah, so last week was the game that Wilson went. Yay. It was really just a big run.
Okay.
Yeah, but he did gash for the big house call. It's funny because there was a couple spots where I'm really banged up in Dynasty, and I have a bunch of Emmanuel Lewis. What you talking about, Wilson?
Talking about Willis?
Just talking about Willis.
Oh, my boy.
I'm on the bench. Like, why?
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck?
Hey, rest in peace of Bernie, man.
Oh, my mama, rest in peace of Bernie, bro.
That's some of my mish.
Fucking A.
You one of the goats.
Yeah.
Okay, I know there's a couple other more games we could touch on, and we can get up out of here.
Let me see. Let me go back to week 4.
So we did the Colts, right? I guess the Brown. Who's the Browns playing?
Chiefs and the Chargers.
Oh, the Chiefs and the Chargers. Oh, this is interesting because, man, like, hey, man, Jim Harbaugh. I bet you he just be hyping up. Nah, Justin Herbert, we're getting out there. Let's go. Oh, was it you that told me that? Oh, okay, look at this. It was Steamboat. Shout out to my man El Domingo.
Shout out to El Domingo.
He told me they doing the Who Got It Better Than Us.
Get the fuck out of here.
And you know what's funny? He felt a way about it, and I didn't really feel a way, but I do now. Like, what the fuck? Shit. He might say, Herbert, Who got it better than this?
Nobody.
Just screamed in his face. Herbert don't even seem like a guy who will scream either.
Yeah, he's very relaxed.
Yeah. I feel like he's on mood stabilizers.
Ain't he an Oregon kid?
Yeah, he is. He's hot. He's smoking good. They got good out there in Oregon.
100%.
Yeah, he's CBD to the motherfucker.
Trey say I went to Portland and she went to Portland and got my Jordans, got charged no tax. I spit fully auto. Damn, I forgot how I went, bro.
Who's that, Drizzy?
Yeah, that's Mac Dre. Oh, my mama.
Yeah, I know that verse. Ooh, bro, hold on. There's a Mac Dre Keep This League album.
Yep.
Put that on.
I posted that shit too.
Okay. I got it. Do you know what the album's called?
Let me pull it up.
Because, before Mac Dre died, this was the thing. He had an album with Keek. So here it is. He had an album with 40, supposedly.
Starters in the Game and Contact Sport. Scrapers and Thiz Deluxe. Mac Dre and Keek the Sneak. It's it's 32 songs. Some of it is instrumental. Well, the last couple is instrumental vocals, but yeah, it looked like it's 28 songs. Keek. The last it's Keek from 16 through 28. Through 32. And then Mac Dre is the first 15 songs.
I have to call you back. I'm in the middle of something right now.
He got Ryder J. Clyde on here.
Okay.
Bruce on here. Damn, they put PSD on here.
I mean, the Rata. Hey, how reckless was PSD? He was on a plane, like a regular plane, like a Southwest even. 1,000 pills on him. He had a boat on him. The guy's crazy.
Yeah.
And then he just fucking
FBI, open up!
He went and spilled all the beans.
Uh,
Everybody got refried. Yeah, that shit was crazy. 32 joints. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. So it's like a split album. It looks like. So the first 15 songs is Mac Dre with features, and then 16 through 32 is Keek's joints.
Hey man, shout out to Keek, man. That's fucked up how they did them. Did you ever go down that rabbit hole?
Nah, I really didn't, bro.
He went to a casino there somewhere in Sac, I think. Whatever, one of them casinos, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
He said, I done lost 4 bands. I was hot. And so he just jumped into Mozzie or whatever he was mobbing. I think it was a Maserati, and he peeled off, went to the gas station to go grab some cigarettes and whatever the fuck he said, right? And then he said he pulled up like he was about to fill up, you know what I mean? And he's just still sitting there mad as a motherfucker because he lost some bread, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's about to get out of the car and just people just start firing off on him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he says he was like this, and he said, you know what I mean? And they paralyzed him, bro.
Right. Damn.
Yeah,
bro,
man.
Hear that.
Yeah, man. They did my man Keeks in, bro. And it was like some random shit. It wasn't nothing. Like it was.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was like mistaken identity type.
That's how the car.
It's probably the car. Probably looking for somebody in a car like that or something, bro, because he was just, if anybody, Keek is one of those guys, if anybody sees it's Keek, they're like, what's happening? You know what I mean?
No, fact.
Guys.
Fact.
Yeah, same thing with the Jack. The Jack was doing a video with somebody in the town, and that person was, on some drill shit, and they had some ops roll up while they shooting the video, and they shooting the video, and the Jack just caught it straight in the dome, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and allegedly, yeah, those fools are done behind that now. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
Yeah, the streets took care of them. You can't just put down someone like the Jack, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was connected everywhere through the whole
I'm from the J.
Man.
Yeah, rest in peace to the Jack. That's my favorite, bro.
Jack, bro.
It goes Mac Drayton and him. Because the Jack actually used to pull up on us, bro. Like one of my main home studios, man. Shout out to OTH in the hood. He would just pull up and record there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he had a baby mom's in San Jose. And he rocked with all the San Jose rappers. So he just beat through. You know what I mean?
On everything. I heard you tell that before, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what I mean? And it was always love because, man, he made money with us. Like, when we were first, like, trying to make noise, we were booking for the show. Like, we would throw a show and book him. Everybody's coming out. You know what I mean?
Oh, facts.
Everybody. You know what I mean? He making money. We making money. You know what I mean? I'll take that money and get a feature, too. That's why, man, the digital era is so dope because nothing goes away. Like, back in the day.
That's reinvesting in your product.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And like there's always love. And it's crazy because I knew Jack when he was just like a smoker. You know what I mean?
Oh my
God. Like, yeah, then you know what I'm saying? I also knew the Jack were everything under the sun. You know what I mean? We're sipping, we're skiing, smoking. He was just sleep. Like, you know what I mean? Sleep. He didn't write anymore at that point. He just get up and do it bar for bar. You know what I mean?
Facts. That's
like
crazy.
Punch in and out. So the engineers had to do work, but it was legit. You know what I mean? Because he was just that was the level he had leveled up to. You know what I mean?
My mama.
Stand in front of the mic and I just hit it bar for bar. Just write it on the spot. You know what I mean?
You know, that shit they say, like when you got over 10,000 hours and put into some, that's when you become a fucking expert at your profession.
I wonder if I got that on music. I definitely have. I you know what? For sure, I have more than 10,000 hours because I've been at studios for 20 years at this point.
Oh my mama! Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, that's definitely 20. That's definitely 10,000 hours for sure. You know, everything. Just think about all the nights a motherfucker stayed the night in the studio.
Yeah, for real though. Hey, my girl be hella high. You better not come home. Like, all right, cool. The studio. She would be bad as fuck because I'll just be in that motherfucker. Like, the kids will be asleep. Everybody's asleep. I'm going to the lab. Fuck the dumb shit. I'll be back before everyone got to go to school. I'm not doing nothing but just trying to make this music, baby.
It's time to
like, this might be the second or third time I said this week. Yeah, Bruce Wayne doesn't have a bitch. You know why? Because it'd be the middle of the night. He's just trying to creep about the bed. She's like, "Where you going, Bruce?" Oh, baby, go back to sleep. I gotta go fight crime. No,
everything.
Every night? Yeah, bitch. Every fucking night. All right. I'm Batman. God damn it.
Don't you see the signal in the air? They calling for me right now.
No. People are gonna die behind this.
Oh, everything.
Let's not go.
Fuck, bro. Oh.
Yeah.
Lee said they gonna keep it close against the Chiefs this week, man. Quiet the F out of the queefs. Oh, he calling them the queefs.
Oh.
Why? I said they gonna keep it close. He said he calling them the queefs. That shit is crazy. I never seen that before, bro. Oh my mama, Lee is a fool.
It was right there under our nose the whole time.
All time. Oh my mama. Hey, the Chargers giving up a lot of they didn't give up 500 yards in the air right now though. This might be Mahomes' breakout game though, bro.
Yeah, Rice is in a good spot here. You got Derwin James. He's gonna miss a game, huh?
Yeah, I think Lee did lead off with that shit too, bro.
Yeah, because is he getting suspended a game or just a game paid? I forgot what it was because he definitely was like he always be hitting motherfuckers illegally. Because if he's out, this might actually be the Travis Kelce game finally.
Yeah, I think that's what Lee was talking about too. Is about that Kelce shit, everything. I think somebody was talking about that last night because somebody was talking about getting rid of Kelce, and I was like, "Nah, don't do it right now."
Yeah, the stock's down.
Oh my mama.
And because here's the thing: when you have someone like Kelce, if and when he blows up, then you can move him. But more than likely, if and when he blows up, you're like, all right, cool, I have Kelce again. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'm back.
Oh, yeah. I'm dominant. When you have Kelce and that tight end, you're supposed to feel dominant. You know what's so ugly? Is I got a lot of Kelce, and I'm pretty sure that my opponent on the other side is not fearing my team. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know when you look at somebody else's team that you're playing, you go, "Oh no."
Oh yeah, I got this motherfucker this week, man.
Oh, see, they look at, oh, he got Kelsey. Ha ha!
Okay.
Stupid.
That's only a good 5 points out of Kelsey this week.
For real.
Real talk. That is how I'm motherfucking looking at it. Every day. Hey, Lee said Derwin only getting a 1 game paycheck. They only hitting him for 1 game.
Oh yeah, so he's gonna play. Okay. Derwin got a bag. You know what I mean?
We can't body slam Kelsey again. Them is facts.
Kelsey, come back to me. Baby, come back. You
Oh,
can bring it all on me.
Come back, baby, come back.
I was wrong.
Kelsey, come back.
We did it.
Fuck
He's
it.
in the bad box. I've been saying it since he got with Taylor Swift.
Bad box Tay-Tay.
I mean, look at Sierra. I know Sierra can dance her ass off, but she probably comes home and Russ is like, do the thing like in the video. And she's like, I'm so tired. Just hurry up. It's like, you know he's getting a bad box. He showed on the field. These celebrity wins. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Fuck
I need a QB with a nice, wholesome wife. You know what I mean?
Not like Stafford.
Keep his head in the game.
That she wasn't cool for that one. She could have kept that shit to herself.
Yeah, Stafford's wife just be talking though. But also she got a new lease on life. She was hemmed up in Detroit for a minute and then came down with brain cancer legit. And then right? Yeah, and she fought that shit. And you know, he had all the good doctors, all the shit. And then they moved to LA, bro. And I swear to God, she was so happy. And then that year she went into remission, bro. Like, can you imagine that misery could have been that detrimental? You know what I mean? Like, now she's like, all right, thank God we're up out of Detroit. And fucking she beat her brain cancer. Shout out to her.
100%. I still don't like how she threw my boy up under the bus like that, though.
She done it a few times.
That shit ain't cool.
Remember 2 years ago, they were thinking he was going to retire because of her. She's like, yeah, you know, I told him it was the time. And he's like, yeah. And then the Rams, that Sean McVay had to come out. No. Well, there's talks of an extension. And and then they started trying to trade him. Remember that?
Oh, everything.
He was about to be owed like $50 million, like 57 on the books. And then they couldn't do anything about it. And the 2021 season 2022 season actually ended up being an injured season. So he got that 57.
Run it. Running straight to the pocket.
Hey, she was hella happy.
Oh, every day.
She's built to be one of them Hollywood wives. So, you know, it makes sense. They're with the Hollywood Rams. You know what I mean? Sean McVay got the supermodel wife also. You know what I mean? He went to Cabo and undercut Shanahan when Stafford was waiting to meet up Shanahan and talk the trade. Fuck Sean McVay.
Fuck Sean McVay.
We wouldn't have had the Brock though. The future's nice.
It's forever beef.
Yeah, for real though. I hate that guy, Sean McVay. He's such an everyone ripoff. He was a product of Shanahan and before that, he was a product of Chucky. And when you see him, he actually. What's the famous Chucky shit when he won the Super Bowl when he beat the Raiders? Super Bowl, baby, bang, right? Sean McVay did the same exact thing when they put the fucking microphone in front of him after they won the Super Bowl against the Bengals. And even the way he talks when you watch Sean McVay now moving
fired
forward,
up.
He has that demeanor like a Brutus,
bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he be fine.
He's a grinder.
He's a what?
A grinder. Boss.
He's a grinder. Oh,
the Gruden grinders.
Gruden grinder, boom. Oh, everything.
No wonder at one point they had to look into his emails out there like, yo, this guy's a grinder.
Yeah, Gruden back on YouTube now.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
He probably got like 1 million, huh?
You know what? I really ain't tapped in with the content. I was sliding through it. I subscribed to that shit, but I really didn't fire it up.
He likes to jump in his RV and go places.
Oh yeah, he's on his John Madden shit. Rest in peace.
Yeah, John Madden though, he was just afraid to fly a plane. I think that is what it was.
Yeah, but he was on that motherfucking bus though.
Yeah, but that bus though, he would have his chef, and then like anybody who talks about like meeting with John Madden, they'd be like, "Yeah, he invited me onto his bus, and we ate a 4-course meal." Like, you know what I mean? Like, this fool has the goddamn gourmet shit in there.
Turducken on that motherfucker.
Turducken. It wasn't even Thanksgiving night. You want a turducken? Boom, boom. You got a turkey. Boom, you got a turkey. What is the turducken? It's the ducky. It's the duck, turkey,
and chicken.
Chicken. There it is. In what order? Oh. I guess okay, so they stuff the duck in the chicken, I'm assuming. Then into the turkey.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Everything.
I feel like that's probably what, you know what, he lived a good while, huh? Madden.
Yeah, facts.
Could be something to that turducken.
That shit crazy. I wouldn't eat that motherfucker though, because I ain't never ate duck.
I've only ate duck in a Kiddo was actually, he told me he went to like a German like bratwurst spot yesterday, and he had a duck joint that was like phenomenal. I like duck, but I've only had duck, like Peking duck, like in like, you know, Chinese shit, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, that shit goes crazy.
Oh, my mom.
It's not cheap. And anytime they got it on the menu, you almost be like, oh, okay. I heard the duck is choice. You know what I mean?
Remember on the Christmas Story when they Thanksgiving, I mean they Christmas got ate and they went to Chinese and that motherfucker came and cut the head off. They was like, man, the head, that motherfucker just cut that motherfucker off right then and there. That shit was funnier than a motherfucker.
Yeah, I haven't seen that shit in a cool minute.
Christmas Story is one of the best movies ever, bro. Oh my mama.
That's where that you're gonna shoot someone's eye out.
You're gonna shoot your eye out. Oh my
your eye out. Like, cause then from then on, it was always like it didn't matter what you was doing. Oh, you're gonna like say you're holding a pencil or something, you're gonna poke your eye out.
Well, everything.
You know what I mean? Anything it was, something's going to the eye. You know what I mean?
That motherfucker. That is classic shit, boy. I love that movie. Oh my mama.
Yeah, we might gotta throw that into the rotation to come this Christmas. Oh, and we got Halloween season coming up. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun here on the GWN.
Man, bro, that shit right around the corner, man. I mean, I think the first next week.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. What's the
first next week?
Say 27.
Mm-hmm.
What's today's date? I only know the dates of the games. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been so off this week.
On Sunday,
me and you woke up and thought it was what's it called? The Waker game up yesterday. I was like, oh shit.
Man, I'm telling you, that's what I really got up, showered up, man. I was up, ready to get on. I was backstage, no lie, bro. I was ready to go.
Yeah, the little guy, he was in that thing.
And I'm really like, man, what the fuck? What am I doing? And then I don't know what the fuck clicked to me. It was like, bro, today Thursday. Y'all don't do no Thursday morning show. It's at night. Oh, everything.
Who's the doubleheader Mondays this week?
Seattle.
Oh, that's because I was trying to figure out the last game we didn't really touch on.
Detroit and then
Tennessee game though. Yeah, we can touch on these Monday games real quick.
100%. You want to start with the Detroit Seattle?
Let's start with the uglier one.
The Tennessee
or not
Miami.
ugly, just the ugly one. The Tennessee Dolphins, Tennessee Miami game here, like.
Oh, I think Lee said it was Huntley season for sure.
Okay, they're going with Huntley, not the big Boyle.
Yeah, I think that's what he said this morning. Lee, was it Huntley? Did we get the okay for Huntley?
I'll have you know, Tyler Huntley is a Pro Bowler.
Oh my mama.
He actually, because so many people dropped out in order, and it got to him like at 30-something. He's like, yeah.
What he was still with Ravens?
Yeah, bro. He's a Pro Bowler. Let's go put some respect on his name.
Oh, hey, did you see what Peacock said, bro?
What is that?
He said, I had to bounce from backstage because I need to pick up that mailbox package that got delivered today. Chuck in here for a little over an hour already.
Oh, no. Don't melt on me. How hot is it in Texas right now? in South
said
Texas.
Dutchess Village is very oily.
Yeah, it's greasy to the motherfucker.
I got the Red Rider for the Red Rider from the Christmas Story. Oh my mama, bro. I'm telling you.
Right?
Hey, it's Mando. You gotta watch that shit, bro. 100%. As a kid, I love that shit, bro, and I still watch it to this day. Every time around Christmas come around, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of it's kind of vulgar for it's not exactly like it's adult friendly. Is what I should say. It's not just for the kids. Like they say some shit in there.
No, 100%, man. That shit, man. Like the leg. I remember as the kid looking at the leg, like, man, can I be watching this right now when he took the leg out the box? Oh, everything. It's like, Dad, is it okay for you know what I mean? Oh, everything.
Come on.
Tino said, I doubt Huntley plays. He barely knows the playbook. It got to be Boyle. He's been there whole preseason. Then Lee says Tyler Huntley is expected to get to start this upcoming week on Monday night. That's crazy.
You got an extra day of preparation.
We got a question, big bro. Shout out to Evan Gettleman. He say pick 2 half PPR, Najee, Jamo, or Tony Pollard. We definitely firing up Najee for sure.
If you want the for sure touches, well, we're going Najee 100%.
Facts.
And if you're asking me, I can't get off the JMO play either.
All right.
Regardless of the matchup, like it's just that game is billed to be a shootout. So, but going and the Pollard thing, man, it's been like every week it's something different. They're really going hot handish. You know what I mean?
100%.
So yeah, that's where I'm at. But it is safe to play the Pollard over JMO because JMO he's kind of boomer bust this week. But I'm going for that because I think he has a decent enough floor of targets that like I'm just willing to take the risk.
Yeah. And then you back up your safe play with Najee, and Najee might have a big boom game just in case if Jamo, hits his floor. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, we're not getting off the Najee play. The Colts are giving us mad booty.
And I think Najee has this might be Najee's first game to score 100%.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Weeks 1, 2, and 3, running backs have been tearing them up. All right, come on, Najee, let's go. Arthur Smith, don't fuck around with no goddamn Cordarrelle Patterson. I swear to God.
Oh my mama. We got Irish boy in the building.
What's up, Irish boy? And shout out to Evan and Gettleman too.
100%. And Evan, 100%. Appreciate
y'all.
Question is, boys, let's talk about it. Cam Akers or Juwan Jennings? What we thinking?
Ooh, I guess you just gotta monitor the Joe Mixon status. He got back there today. That could be just them working him back to eventually come back next week. And a good thing it's a morning game for them because then your decision might be made. Because I'm playing Juwan Man over Cam Akers. Like you
definitely fire.
I had a mushroom epiphany the other night. You ready for this?
Talk about it.
I was big on Carson Steele because of the opportunity he's going to get. Then I see him and I go, oh, that's right. He's not that good. That's how I feel about Cam Akers. You know what I mean? Yep. He has this opportunity here, but then you remember, oh, he's not that good. And you need him to fall into the end zone like Carson Steele didn't, but he got the shot to do it.
Damn, you know what though, bro?
Down your pause. And Cam Akers fell into the end zone, saved his day. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, and this might be, like I said, this is going to be CJ Stroud's breakout game, brother. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they're giving up 757 yards in the fucking air, bro, and 5 TDs, bro.
Yeah, bro. What is that in the league right now?
That is 30. The passing yards they gave up is 30th in the league, and the TDs
they're the 30th worst pass defense. Damn.
That's crazy. 707 yards and 5 TDs.
They are going to be without Olakun. So Cam Akers is still a play. He's just I just feel like he's not the highest upside play here. Yeah. Talk about it, right?
I want to talk about it.
If Joe Mixon goes somehow.
Huh?
And if Joe Mixon goes somehow, it just makes the decision.
Oh, facts. Irish boy also say got an offer to give up Garrett Wilson for DK Metcalf. Thoughts on that right now?
I don't like doing lateral trades like that. Like, And I would rather have Garrett Wilson.
Yeah,
But,
DK is producing right now at a high rate for sure. And if you think, we think Geno doing his thing, man, and at a high clip right now, man, fuck that DK.
Because here's the thing too, is like it's probably going to be rough for Garrett Wilson this week again because he's going to get Patrick Surtained. You know what I mean? He's going to get Surtain on him.
Surtain.
Oh, yeah, so it might be like we have to temper our expectations for our Garrett Wilson this week. And if you want to do that and get you and net you a DK, I'm not going to be mad at that. You know what I mean? Am I crazy to just in the long run trust Aaron Rodgers over a DK? I mean, over a Geno. I mean, you know what I mean? Kind of rather have Aaron Rodgers throwing my guy the ball
for sure.
I think it's going to open up for Garrett Wilson. Also, you got JSN emerging. Like I'm just saying, like we really need the Seahawks to be the Huskies for real, where they could support 3 receivers because they're going 21 more than a lot of teams in the league right now. They're going, which is 3 wide receiver sets. You know what I mean? 100%. What you thinking? Get
it? Ask for more.
There it is.
Because they want Garrett Wilson, so
and they're trying to see they're trying to dump. They're trying to dump DK, right?
Like, get me Metcalf and something else, and then I would do it. Because it is almost like a lateral trade, Garrett Wilson to Metcalf. To me, at this point, I'm like, I'm not like the hype on Garrett Wilson kind of like faded off for me. DK, he's still the number 1 guy out there, and Seahawks are going to have to throw the ball a shit ton. Whereas, like, at least we know with the Jets, they don't have to rely on the passing game because they have the best
phenomenal run game.
Yeah. Ask for more.
Tell him about the duck joint that you grubbed on yesterday.
Oh, bro. So I went to this German. We'll call it a German Wursthaus. Call it a Wursthaus. They got all sorts of sausages and like German beers and I'm very open to food. I don't shy away from anything. So if it sounds like something that I've never had or I can't pronounce the name, I usually order those things. So one of the things that I saw was a duck and cilantro sausage, and it went crazy hard. It was so sweet. It melted. It was.
How did they dress
the
it
best
up?
sausage I've ever had.
We're talking about a roll. Are we on a roll like a hot dog bun, like a roll?
No, they give you a roll, but what happens is because at a Wursthaus they'll slice it into little pieces, and they'll also do the same thing to your roll. So you usually take one piece of the little roll that was sliced up.
They
put some mustard on it. Yeah, they slice it up, and then they slice the sausage up too. So you tear off a piece of the bread, you put the mustard down, you put the sausage, and then you top it. And I get everything. So they have onions, mushrooms, cherry peppers, jalapeno peppers, and then the sauerkraut. And whatever you want to combine on top of the pretzel. I got a pretzel roll, and then yeah, this shit was fire. Like
German ingenuity.
Yeah, German food goes hard, just like the beer. I drank some beer from a brewery that was founded in 1040. Shout out to Germany. You've been drinking for a long time. Yeah, that's right. 1040. 1040. They're not that far away from being 1,000 years old.
Is this BC?
Huh?
1040 BC or AD?
Yeah, it's the 80 version. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Guru said GW on that trade.
I'm not really high on GW. There's nothing that he does. It's just like super spectacular.
But if the person wants GW like that, right, and they're willing to give you DK, they're already telegraphing to me, at least, that they want to get rid of DK, and they think that Garrett Wilson's the higher upside. So I'm with you, kiddo. We might be able to squeeze one more skill piece. And don't get greedy. It's got to be like a bench piece but something you might need, or maybe there's a handcuff on. that he has of yours or something. Just throw in something extra, make it better. You know what I mean?
Try and find a potential flex play.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just a preference trade, which I'm not mad at either. I've done several preference trades, and when I say preference trades, it means you just like the player better.
Yeah, I did that. I did that with Garrett Wilson. I traded my Garrett Wilson and got a Puka, but that worked. That worked phenomenally.
It was in the dynasty last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I hit a home run with that last year. This year,
right
of course.
before the year started. Oh no, after week 1, I remember you made that trade in a bunch of places.
Yeah. As soon as I saw Puka on the field and noticed his skill set was everything. He has all the skills that you would want out of a
He's
number
elite.
1 wide receiver. Yeah.
He's also dead right now.
I was sold. I didn't know who he was before that first game, so I was late to the game in my opinion, but I wasn't holding back. I was trading Waddles, I was trading Garrett Wilsons, I was doing whatever I could to get a Puka.
Hey, Tino said he said from 1040 is crazy. That's king and knights and shit.
Yeah, in Germany too, they have shit ton of fucking castles and stuff. Like, yeah, knights definitely got drunk off this shit because that's what it's built for. Really, I don't even think they drank water back in them days. The water was polluted. Like they had too much bacteria or some shit in it. You get sick drinking water.
Drink.
Drink.
Oh, my mom stayed fucked up.
They got them steins, big ass.
My mama.
You're like, they have actually at this joint. They had the Das Boot. I forget what movie it was when they had the boot and you twisted it and all of a sudden like the beer just went real quick. You can get one of those at this.
The Das Boot.
The Das Boot. Yep.
What movie is that from? Was that from
I
Beer
forgot.
Fest?
I'm terrible with movies.
I think it was Beer Fest. That movie was hilarious. I know I sat through it on mushrooms one time. Das Rouge. And shout out to our man Marco from Z Future if he's out there. German stand up.
Yeah.
So you went to a real life smorgasbord then?
Well, I don't know what to me smorgasbord means everything. So this place was primarily a sausage. Like you get all they call it a Wurst house.
Did they have burgers there?
No, just sausage.
According to the history,
they had like 20 plus different sausages to order.
Damn.
With the beer cheese and then did they have what?
Ostrich.
Ostrich? I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
I
know that's a delicacy.
I felt like a baller when I was eating the ostrich burger one time.
Yeah. Remember, what movie was it when they had the ostrich, the eggs? When they was that.
Oh, the ostrich egg omelet, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What movie was that?
About it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm all about it though.
They had the ostrich egg omelet on my mama.
Hey, remember when Dave Chappelle got rich in the fucking that one skit he was with Oprah? And he was like, yeah. He's like, I just bought the last existing Tyrannosaurus Rex egg. He cracks it.
You know what? I just thought of something fucking hilarious with Tino. He said it was sick back in the day because you go out drinking, get smashed drunk, and then jump on your horse and he takes you home. Man, that's autopilot, bro. Like the horse knows. They're like, oh yeah, I know where we're supposed to go. Just fucking walk you over. You don't have to type in no coordinates or you don't have to pilot them. You just
wake up in the morning sleep on top of it.
You could be slumped down on that shit. Be like, oh shit, we're here. It's probably been sitting out in front of your house for hours. You still sleep on it.
And that might be good living though, huh? You just got, hey, I'm out here in Elk Grove and we'll just be driving around and there's a bunch of like farms and shit. So you just see people just riding on their horse and shit.
Yeah, that's cool. I love horses.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my second favorite animal. I like cats and horses.
I'm just gonna change the game. You're gonna see me out here on a burro, just on a donkey.
Yeah, shout out to the homies in Compton. The homies in Compton, they be riding they motherfucking horses.
Oh, you can do anything in Compton. There ain't no laws. There's zero law enforcement anyways. There might be laws, but there are no law enforcement.
Is that where the cowboy dude from 60s, is that where that derives from? Why he's cowboy?
Now that I don't know, bro.
He's a weirdo. A lot of things we watch. You know what? Okay, let's get to. I have a couple thoughts here. If it's Tyler Huntley in this game, right? Okay.
Tyler Huntley's a winner in my eyes.
Yeah, and like this is a lot more confidence in starting the Waddles of the world, and especially the Tyreeks, because at least we've seen Tyler Huntley be able to stretch the field before. Granted, was it Marquise Brown back then when he was with the Ravens? I can't remember who he was actually going to.
The Ravens?
He was the 2022 year when they were really bad. Oh, and when they were because what's his name?
He played 7 games that year, and I think he started 4 of them, and he went 2-2 in the starts. But it kept him in it because they went to the playoffs.
Yeah, and then they started Anthony Walker over him. Or not Anthony Walker, something Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown? Either way, it was like, who the fuck is this?
I don't remember.
And they lost to the Bengals.
Yeah, it was Anthony Brown.
There it is.
Yeah. Huntley did go.
Skyler, I'll have you know that same year Skyler Thompson started a playoff game. If he didn't have the ribs right now, to the moon. Or at least I guess something like. I don't think we ever will.
Facts, kid. If horse just goes home and wake you up in the barn or everything, let your ass sleep in the hay.
Come on, you know. Listen, bro, if it was me, bro, my horse is getting faded with me. Like fuck, horse.
I bet you the motherfuckers was.
That's a big ass animal, dude. You know how much fucking beer it'd take for that motherfucker to get drunk?
And that motherfucker just pee like a motherfucker, huh? Right where he's standing. Like a racehorse.
Phrase from I gotta piss like a racehorse. Oh my mama. Facts.
Because them horses were drunk.
Oh my mama. Hey, Peacock said McCaff strain is wearing the Das boot in Germany.
For some reason, I think Christian McCaffrey would be lame to hang out with. I don't think he has any fun at all. It's all about his business.
Back in the days when you first saw Christian McCaffrey, 2017, he was lined up, diamond earrings and shit. You feel me? Backwards hat. You know what I mean? And he did one of those like this, where it was like perched on it like that. He did kind of one of those. You know what I mean? Now he got like the flowing hair-ish, right? Like he has combable hair at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like full white boy now. You know what I mean?
That's how Big Ben was when Big Ben came into the league. Big Ben had chains on everything. Big Ben had chains, goatee, the whole shit. Later on, changed it completely up.
Yeah. Travis Kelce too. Remember Travis Kelce when he was Zeus coming out of college? He was lined up, had a part. He even had a part in his joint.
Kelce was the dude.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Man. Then he
definitely can do anything in Compton as long as you're wearing the right colors.
Man, shout out to Problem. Oh man, back in the days I had a joint with Problem. It was so tight too. Anyways, we were in the lab in the hood, bruh. Shout out to my man Chadai Chan, because he's just a sick ass producer. But like, and so he's my man. He's a Chinese cat, right? He's wearing the A's hat, and I'm wearing the Frisco joint, right? And he's like, "Hey y'all," he's like, "That A's hat, that's the Asian boys out here, bruh. They're gonna fuck with y'all." And he said, "You wearing the SF shirt and you look Mexican in the motherfucker. That's just all bad down here." Like, good looking out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We worded this up. And we was driving in the drop top Solara too. We were on blast. You know
the Solara drop top.
Come on, that shit was bad.
Back in the day, that was a rental car. Hell yeah.
Oh, it was a rental car.
It was a rental car.
SoCal.
Hey, before that one was the Chrysler one with the drop top.
But we were somewhere in South Central.
Yeah.
MRZ Studio, I think it was what it was called. But yeah, they housed Problem, and then we were in there with we got in there with some Black Wall Street artists, and Clyde was in there, and I was like, oh, damn, shit.
Clyde Carson?
Yeah, remember he was signed to them?
My guy. Oh, every day he had black.
Hey, he had black. Him and other bruh. Clyde. It was Clyde Carson, and what was the other bruh? There was 3 of them, but the other one didn't count. The other one had the deep voice too, like Clyde. But he had that one song, "Your love is like cocaine. It's like drugs to me. It's like ooh, ooh, sweet pain." Damn, what was his name? It was Clyde Carson and the other guy. Shout out to the other guy, though.
Shout out. Damn, what was the name of that group?
The Team.
The Team. Oh, no.
Yeah. And then they had this other guy. He had like a high-pitched voice, and he went on every hit. Because they had hits. You know what I mean? They had hits in the Bay. They were like the club, like they tearing the clubs down. Yeah, it's getting hot in here. Yeah. To the casket here.
So shout out to Tyler Huntley because Tino, he says, is Huntley even familiar with this playbook? If I know anything about Tyler Huntley, is that he's one of the most coveted backup quarterbacks in the NFL. He is a legit. He's a backup quarterback. That's his role. He's comfortable with it, and he does the job really well. So I don't expect it to be a Baltimore offense that we're going to see from Miami. What I do think though is that McDaniels already has a lot of plays in the bag, and that he's going to take the best plays out of that bag and give them to Huntley and that offense, and then they'll be able to do something to maybe get the W.
I think this offensive line is going to get really exposed here because, for what it's worth, Tua has a really fucking quick release to compensate for that bad offensive line not holding up, and then you have a phenomenal play caller who's going to call hella yak plays, right? So it worked out. Here's the thing: is like, at least Tyler Huntley can get mobile and get some bootlegs going here, because that's one thing that we do have when you have a Shanahan disciple. There's going to be some rollouts and bootlegs here. We're going to get Huntley on the move. You know what I'm saying? And if Huntley's as smart as I don't see them like going like mad pre-snap motions here, right? Like, is Huntley that quick to pick it up? Right? We're like, now we're just, doing pre-snap motions all crazy. Because that would help. Tennessee's a good front.
That'd definitely help for sure.
Yeah, that'll help. I mean, let's see if the kid's smart. He's a Pro Bowler.
He won. He went 4 touchdowns in that game.
Let's go.
It don't mean much, but I'm just saying.
Pro Bowler.
He when we were talking about handcuffs 2-3 years ago, Huntley was probably the best handcuff to have, because the volatile nature of like Lamar Jackson getting hurt, and then Huntley could step in and win for the team. Like, he's a backup quarterback that can win some games and not just fill in the roster spot, but lead you to victory. That's kind of how I appreciate Huntley's value, is that he's a gamer and he wants to win, and he's got the at least the aptitude to get the W in the thrown into the fire situation. Whereas a lot of the backup quarterbacks in the league, you're like, oh shit, no, we got our backup quarterback. At least with Huntley, when he was a Baltimore Raven, you were comfortable enough to go, shit, we have a chance. Obviously you want Lamar in the game, but Huntley was never scaring us from a win from the Ravens. It's not like the Chargers, all their backup situation is nuts. Malik Willis has been a dream come true for the Packers. They got 2 wins with Malik Willis.
Facts.
Holy shit. I've been a Malik Willis guy from the get-go. It has not been pretty for me. I've had to eat my own words a couple times, but seeing him, have a couple good games out there in Green Bay with a solid enough team, and I really like Malik Willis's attitude. He's stuck with it. I was at the point as a Malik Willis truther, I was like, man, let's fucking reposition him. Like let's make him a running back. Let's make him a tight end.
I remember you saying that.
But with
I
the ball
remember
in his
saying he was Black
hands,
Taysom Hill.
yeah, exactly. Like I don't hate the guy as a football player. As a quarterback, maybe he's not the best, but in a team situation that can hold him up and make sure that he's not under pressure every single freaking play and running for his life out there, and he's looked pretty good. His efficiency has been absolutely stunning. I think he has like 4 incomplete passes out of the 2 games. That's fucking phenomenal.
That is pretty badass. I mean, granted, he's probably thrown the ball, like 25 times total?
Not very much, 30 times, a little bit more than 30 times.
Shit, man, that
over
also
the last 2 games.
Lord, to the situation with being in
Oh, we didn't talk about that game.
The Green Bay?
The Green Bay one?
The Green Bay Vikings game. Because I'm going to be real with you. Jair Alexander is a Jefferson eraser as long as they let him play the game. Last year, there was a tale of 2 games. Week 1, they had him playing zone on him, and he ate him the fuck
I missed
up.
it.
Oh, for real? That was the first time.
I missed.
Oh, no. For those that don't know, he's like 400 for like, he's like 400 for 400. No. 400 for 401.
My cat would like, she thought it was like what, a play toy. She went right after it. She was like, what?
Things like this can occur in the field. Uh-oh, we have a glitch in the matrix, bro. This might be a big deal. I'm superstitious. I don't like it.
Uh-oh.
Crush like 3 more.
Curb your enthusiasm on Malik Willis.
Yeah. Yeah, but okay. I swear they're gonna just have him shadowing him, bro. They have to. Like, this is good. They have a new defensive coordinator. I couldn't even tell you his name. But this guy has been coming up with good game plans every week. Who the fuck is the Packers D coordinator? I know it was like Barry.
It's not the old man anymore. They had the old timer for like
something Barry
4 years doing the defensive play calling.
Yeah, super ass. Barry something before.
DCGB.
Jeff Hafley.
Let's Wikipedia this motherfucker. Let's see his lineage.
I got you.
I mean, I have no reason not to.
Well, obviously, it's a bad motherfucker because they hired him. It wasn't just. This is not a team that just goes, "Oh, no one wants to come to us, so we just hire him."
Jeff Hafley. He's right.
2020, the head coach in Boston College, head coach in 2020, all the way from 2020 to 2023, he was the head coach at Boston College.
Oh, so he's a Chuba Hubbard coach. I think Chuba used to play for Boston, if I'm not mistaken. He ran wild with Boston. Like,
he ran for like
5,000 yards in 2 seasons.
He got
crazy.
He was on the Niners staff as a DB coach from 2016 to 2018, and then he was at Ohio State after that.
So he cut a big pause. He touched on the Salas and them.
Man,
because that's how it is when you. That's why I like to look at the lineage where they came from, because they're gonna adopt or adapt. Adapt and adopt.
Or I might be maybe instead of Chuba, I always get Chuba and the backup running back in Green Bay, the fucking one that sucks ass, the big ass hamstrings.
Oh, Dylan.
Dylan. Yeah, he
Dylan. Maybe it was Dylan.
Dylan is part of my.
It was one of those 2 that this coach was coaching up.
Shout out to the guy over AJ Dillon. Yeah, he was awesome that 1 year in 21. Yeah, he did his thing.
AJ Dillon
came in the clutch in the Super Bowl that year. I think that was the last 2016.
It was AJ Dillon
team game year.
Yeah, Boston's not a threat, but AJ Dillon is the all-time rushing leader with 4,300 yards, 4,382 yards.
Did Matt Ryan go there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like Matt Ryan's got to be like the all-time everything over there in the passing shit. I ain't never heard another quarterback coming out.
I think the Hasselbeck that played in Seattle went there.
Okay, and that's probably why New England was hella there. He was hella on their radar.
Yeah, I think both of them motherfuckers went to Boston College.
Oh, both of them? Yeah.
I'm from Boston.
Boston.
Give me the cat. Who fatted? Did you fat?
Chuba went to OSU. He was the black and orange.
Who was that?
Orange.
Chuba Hubbard was with the black and orange.
I'm so bad with college. I'm like Halloween. Like who's that?
Yeah, they kind of do look like a Halloween team.
I'm just saying. But yeah, and then are we gonna get the return of Addison? Because then, like, if Addison's way better than Naylor, and Naylor is a thing, because he'll slot right in and be that neighbor.
I think Addison is a go, bro.
I thought Flowers played with FSU.
Fact check.
I think he was Boston College.
Say Flowers.
Ooh, we need a you have been fact checked like drop, right? Like
I mean the colors is probably the same. Maybe that's where I get my shit all fucked up.
He's a San Francisco Giant.
Yeah, Boston. Yep. They got the same colors. They got that like maroon.
Maroons? What a maroon! We're gonna roll one more. Roll one more for the road. Oh. So, okay. Are we getting Romeo Dobbs? Are we getting Jordan Love? Because then if we do, I'm playing some Romeo Dobbs, man.
Yeah. Jordan Love, Dobbs is a thing again.
Yeah, but what's it looking like though? Like it's because
I think Love is gonna play this week.
It's a divisional game. He got to get it for this, right?
Everything is leaning towards him playing so far.
It starts from last week. He was trending. This puts him. They say he was gonna miss 2 to 4. Put him on 2. You know, if anything,
that injury, it popped back in place immediately. So it wasn't like, as an athlete, that probably feels so weird and you don't know what the fuck's going on. But it did, like when you see the kneecap go in the replay, it went boop, right back into place, almost immediately.
Pop it, Tommy.
It was Pop it. It's like, man, it's like our body's made out of liquid.
I mean, we're 80% water, my guy.
Yeah, right.
It's actually
it was like boop, boop.
All right. We roll one more up before we hit.
I've had that shit happen to my ribs. I felt like a rib bone collapse and then just like spring back right back to where it's supposed to be. It's wild. Not feel very good, but it's like, oh, okay. I think I'm all right.
Good goddamn. I was like, I'm glad. But you played football too, so I was like, I never really got rocked like that, except for in like fucking rumbles. We've been through some rumbles. It got rough. The motherfuckers with melee weapons, way before the guns.
My most common thing was concussions. Maybe that's why I don't see them as
so bad.
As bad as other people, because I was getting concussed.
You want to hear the bogey theory?
What?
So the bogey theory on concussions, right, is because I can remember 11 years ago, 2013, they were pushing the heads up shit. You know what I'm talking about? Heads up football. Because this was the start. This was the start of teaching them how to not lead with your cranium You feel me? And then they're teaching the kids to hit a certain way. There was no more laying hats, so to speak. You know what I mean? So now you have 10 years later, all those kids are in the NFL now, right? And they never got their shit rocked like that, bro. You get to NFL, everyone hits harder, they get rocked. And if they were getting, I mean, this is terrible what I'm about to say, but our generation, we're getting rocked all day, every day, all the way up until our generation got there. And it was just a normal thing. You know what I mean? So now these kids are not used to getting their bell rungs like that because it's been 11 years that this is how they're being taught. So when they do get hit bad, because you can't predict some of these bad hits.
I mean, you never really get used to it. I never enjoyed it. So when I got onto the college field,
imagine never getting.
I got onto the college field and I didn't get my man body until I was like in my mid-20s. So when I stepped onto the college field when I was 18 years old, I felt very vulnerable because we got full grown ass men like 23, 24 years old in college and the earth shakes when they walk. And I'm out there weighing like 135 fucking pounds. I'm like, oh, this is not, this is not the place for me.
Who were you playing with, man?
I was a strong safety. I was kind of like
to roam.
I had instincts. I would be able to get to the ball, but I wasn't like bringing down the tackler right away. But I would slow him down enough to where the rest of the defense can probably like chime in and fucking help me out. But yeah, like I wasn't about it. Like I dropped out real quick. I was like, nope, not doing this.
Bro, them motherfuckers getting this shit.
I ain't got the body mass. I wasn't able to get to 150 pounds until I was probably like 21 years old. You know, like I was just small. I was just built small. It wasn't because of lack of eating. I would eat with the offensive linemen during the banquets and keep up with their play count.
It's a battle against metabolism.
Fuck yeah, metabolism was way too high. I was so small, I couldn't bulk up in muscle mass either. Like I didn't have anything to turn into muscle. I was strong, but I just couldn't get the weight. And you need the weight.
The heaviest I've ever been was 165, and I was like really trying to gain weight, and then I got a hernia, and then it was.
I wish I was 165. I'm like 60 pounds heavier than.
Yeah, I've kicked it with you. You are. You putting it away, man, surely.
Yeah.
You definitely put that fucking entire chocolate bar away. That shit.
Well, that's easy.
Oh yeah, Peacock, if you're out there, give us an update. Operation Chocolate Bar.
It's the effects of the chocolate bar that affected me. It wasn't the quantity of the chocolate. It was like the effect of putting it all down.
Yeah, but see, you put a lot of it away though. See, I'll do like a couple squares. You know what I mean?
No, I had that half bar. I woke up with it. I was like, it's going all down the tank today.
Put it away.
Put it away. I'm in this thing is for sure. Me and Dennis are walking around Vegas, and I'm looking at one tower, and I'm like, damn, you know what's crazy? You've been walking for like 15 minutes, and that tower is still right there in front of us. It's just wild.
Maybe the tower wasn't even there.
Shout out to Dennis, man. I miss you. I hope you're doing well. We'll be kicking it again pretty soon.
Shout out to our man, Denny. And it's funny because I talked to him yesterday or the other day. He was trying to explain. Listen, I was just trolling, man. I'm like, relax, Dennis. We're just trolling you too, man. Minnesota's a good team right now. Like, I'm just saying, like, put some respect on it. Like, relax, man. I'm not gonna respect it. I'll respect Minnesota. I'm not gonna respect San Antonio. Show me more.
Hey, it's looking promising for our young man, JJ McCarthy. Sucks that he got hurt, but the draft value, the reason why I switched after the players were chosen by their respective teams, I had JJ McCarthy a little bit ahead of Drake May after that draft because, damn, the Vikings can really support a good quarterback. So
they're a slinging ass team. They
yeah.
throwing motherfuckers. When they had Kirk Cousins, they were throwing 60% of the time. was crazy. They didn't have a run game to speak of, though. So even with Aaron Jones there being able to balance it out, it hella tremendously helps safe space Sam. He gets to get into those non-so safe zones because he has Justin Jefferson too. You know what I mean? Or a wide open streaking nailer, like because of all the attention on Jefferson. Like he's been smart because Sam Darnold's been one to not have the best decision making. You know what I mean? And yeah, he got me right here. Right, like he just.
I agree with.
Go ahead.
I agree with this take right here. Tino shouts out about the concussions. He plays football.
Yeah.
I don't think they know anything about concussions. Why are some players' brains scrambled at 40 yet most players are fine? That's true because a lot of players, they might not admit it, but you get your bell rung a lot in football. And getting your bell rung is equivalent to a concussion. It might be minor, but it's still a concussion. Anytime you see the fucking in your face, in your eyes, you know, the white dots that just like appear and disappear real quick, like that, like the seeing the stars thing was an everyday occurrence when you put the pads on. A guy like Tua, I think it's his body mannerisms because post fucking concussion and pulling him off the field, he's ready to get back out there after like 4 or 5 plays. And that's the football that I grew up in. Like, sure, yeah, you get fucking pulled off and you come to your wits, but you ain't gonna die out there. Like, I think the concussion thing is the what is it, the like the junior Seau shit. Like, that's where we all got fucked up on concussions because we thought, you know, all these guys that play football, they're gonna end up like a junior Seau and commit CTE, suicide. You know, that's a different thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Benoit in the wrestling world, same thing. Motherfuckers are just, they'll lose it at one point.
Most players and most wrestlers ain't killing themselves.
But also too, like when you talk about Junior Seau, bro, listen, I know people like might hold him in a wholesome view, but you know he was partying on top of all the hits. You know what I mean? They all partied too. The wrestlers, they didn't just take bumps, they did bumps. You know what I mean? And they did everything under the sun. Somas, fucking, those are like extreme muscle relaxers, all the metabolic steroids. You know what I mean? Then when you go to football players, steroids is when you're recovering from some shit. Motherfuckers get started like, yo, that, you know what I mean? Like, they're everybody's on something or the other, especially when you're trying to get away with it. You know what I mean? Not everybody's Flash Gordon, who's like doing pharmaceuticals and like smoking weed, like literally on the field, or has the little. He would have Flash Gordon would have shot the Hennessy on him.
That would be sick if they were all on the sideline.
No, I'm so serious. Yeah, like a
getting
sneaker
their pain medication.
Bro, Flash Gordon had 1,400 yards and he was on one.
Yeah.
He was sipping. He would take a shot. He would be they'd be in the huddle. He was just, but while they're calling the play, he just bust out the little thing out the drawers, the little vial with a Hennessy shot.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, shout out to Flash Gordon, man. Josh Gordon was the guy, man. Shanahan offense. Shanahan was fully aware. Like, he plays well when he's loaded.
Yeah, that's a good point. Tino brings up that the CTE list that the NFL has, that they were sued. There's a lot of broke ass NFL players on that list. Yeah, ain't lying. I mean that might be one of those opportunities.
All those players played though.
It's like I wasn't able to get the bag while I was active. I better get it when I'm inactive. Fuck it. You know, I wanna be, you know, safe for life, you know, with the money.
Yeah, there's no union type of shit, right? With the billions and billions upon billions of dollars they make, there is.
Yeah.
I guess there is. There now? Is there like a fund?
Yeah, I think this is a true story. What Tino's talking about is that retired ex-NFL players, they're in a lawsuit against the NFL saying that they didn't realize that they were going to have all this after aftermath, fucking like, you know,
they paid
or they weren't compensating highly enough because of the fact that they put their body on the line for
I think we're going back to 2013. Whatever. Somebody can fact check, but I think we're going back to 2013 when the NFL paid that settlement against that class action. You know what I mean? I want to say it might have even been disclosed, like the amount. Because in my mind, I'm thinking like 135 million, which is not much either. But I think they got away with something smidgy like that, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and most of those players that were in the class action, they all played in a time where like $1 million contracts weren't common. You know what I mean? So they were all fucked. You know what I mean? Like life after football, period. So, but I'm pretty sure there's got to be shit in place now, like Tino just said. There's got to be, you know what I mean? Like the NFLPA, they have to agree on hella shit. You know what I mean? And this is how they pigeonholed the NFLPA, the Players Associations, because they only do that meeting but every 8 years, I think.
Yeah, it seems like a really winnable situation for the ex-players. If you get a group large enough to go out in there and be like, hey, we're all fucked up, they're gonna be like, okay, fine. We don't want to bring any more negative
publicity
to this.
I think you had the movie Concussion was out.
They got all the financial capabilities to make sure that those individuals that are suffering are taken care of, so to say. This is a win-win, you know. This makes the NFL look good because they go back and they go, oh, look it, we take care of our people, and then the people, they get, you know, better than they were signing up for, because they signed up for the little contracts. You know, time goes by and their little contract doesn't equate to much in modern times, but
live in America.
Yeah, it's America.
American greenbacks.
It's the world, really. Like,
not everyone's Reddit.
The global economy. Everything is more expensive nowadays, everywhere.
It really is. You ain't gonna lie. Like,
we just do it better than everybody else.
I live vicariously through you when you go out to eat everywhere. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I like to cook though too. And my girl, she's phenomenal at cooking. I always bust her balls too because we'll cook the same shit. Like, she always be like asking the kids hella hardcore, like if they like it. Cause like, you know what I mean? Like, she just wants to duel like me in dishes, right? So I always knock her, it's all right. But she's fire. Like she cooks way better than me. Yeah. But yeah, I want to eat out all day. It's just easier. But we can't even, that's part of the thing we had to kind of take out the repertoire because motherfucking inflation is real. It's like, I don't like how they say inflation. Just say recession. Like, it's a fucking recession.
The problem with this recession is that the wages have gone up and they're outpacing inflation. So technically, if you ain't keeping up with the inflation, then you need to change your career choices. Yeah, you got to get.
Keep up with inflation. You got to change your occupation.
Exactly. Yeah, because there's plenty of jobs that pay a lot of money, and they're doing it way harder now. Like when I was. For the average person that doesn't own a home, what gets you in real life is your housing costs. It's not the fucking grocery bill. It's not the gas bill. It's the housing costs.
I'm living the same way now as I did when I was renting. Now
I can buy a goddamn fucking sandwich. I mean, like, so if you're poor and you're eating above your means, then that's your fault. Like, but you should be able to get your regular sandwiches, your box of macaroni for 79 cents, your poor people food has not gone up. Like, the poor people food is still the same price that it was 20 years ago. Like, if you were poor and you were living poor 20 years ago and you're still living poor 20 years later, you're still getting the same type of food.
I have children,
and you really ain't paying that much more money. Like, that's. But if you're a rich folk and you're going, man, I can't ever get fucking ribeye for $5.99 a pound anymore. Well, yeah, it's gonna be $10.99 because that's just the way that it is. But occasionally you can find prime rib, and shit for less than $11 a pound, and that's when you buy it. If you don't buy it. Simple as that.
Here's my thing. My kids, they just live off mac and cheese, bro. Like
it's 79 cents a box.
That's getting me, bro. And even worse, we'll just buy the Costco thing. Now we got like fucking 50 bucks, like a life supply. Yeah, motherfucking mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Easy. I'll dope it up though. Cook some spam, cube it up.
Yep. Spam has gone up in inflation. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, when you live cheap,
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like for example,
I get hot dogs for $1. 8 of them, right? And the pack.
Yeah, hell yeah. Get all the fucking dressings. See, here's the thing. Man, I hate that my kids don't like condiments.
Oh. Condiments make things special.
Except for Mimi. Mimi actually Mimi just eats everything.
Give me it all. I want the relish, mustard,
That's
ketchup.
what I'm saying. Don't eat a hot dog, just a bun. And they're about it. Like, whoa, it's crazy. Don't fuck around and eat a hot dog with rice. You're fucking eating hot dog with rice. Yeah, let's go. Just like your old man. But see me, I'm putting hot sauce on that motherfucker or something. Like,
I always got a bottle of hot sauce ready in my wings. And it's not the only one. I have bottles of hot sauce.
These motherfuckers want chicken nuggets. So me and my girl, this is what we do though. Is like we're gonna like be like, oh, are we gonna cook tonight? Like, nah, because they'll eat shit we cook. Like my kids are Filipino, so they'll eat adobo and fucking and like sinigang. We just actually cooked that shit the other day, but it's like a soup. But they'll eat that shit, hella veggies. They'll eat all that shit. But like when it comes to like when we get a burger or something, we got like I'll be like, oh, let's go to In-N-Out. Because In-N-Out's actually the cheapest one compared to all of them. You know what I mean? You're talking Carl's Jr. or McDonald's, Jack and the Crack, or any of these Burger King. All
you
them
talk about Jack and the Crack? Okay, so here's what I do with Jack and the Crack. I go online. You got your app, right? I get 2 Jumbo Jacks, 2 chicken sandwiches, and 4 tacos. $9.99.
So for $10, I can have like a fucking.
I got food for 2 days. That's food for 2 days.
I'm high as fuck if I'm at Jack in the Box. I ain't gonna lie to you. And Jack in the Box goes crazy.
Yeah, and then when you do the online ordering, you can add the sauces. So hold on, let's take a field trip. I got something for everybody right here. This is I've been going to Jack in the Box for the last 2 months, and I got a stockpile of Jack in the Box sauces. So I got the bacon ranch. I got the creamy avocado. I got the good, the sweet and sour. We've got a sriracha right here, and then a secret sauce. I get it. Oh, I might have hit something. I don't know if you all caught that, but shit. I'm carrying a tablet and it's a big ass screen. All I have to do is hit the damn thing and fuck shit up. But anyways, I have like 6 sauces on deck because every time I order something from Jack in the Box, I max out my sauce, my sauce list. You get like 6 sauces per order. I've got a bunch of bacon ranch, the avocado, fucking lime ranch or whatever the hell it is. They call it the good sauce. And then I got the sweet and sour. They have a sriracha sauce and a secret sauce. I mess with all of it. And you can get the Frank's Hot, the red hot sauce at Jack in the Box. What else can you get there? A regular ranch, but I always just opt for the bacon ranch. And then, I think I'm missing one sauce, but it's something that I'm not really super high on, so I don't usually collect it. But yeah, it's like Joe Coy when you listen to his stand-ups.
Joe Coy's my uncle.
Joe Coy when his mom tells him to go get extra. That's kind of how I am. I'm like, yeah, give me some of that. Yeah, all of it. I don't care. Oh, do you want this and that? Yeah, go ahead, throw it in there. You want some paper plates? Yeah, come on, sure. I don't get fucked.
You talking about all the extra sauces and shit?
All the extras, yep. Every extra. Go over there. Go back over there and grab
extra. Hey, everybody in the hood, bro, you have a drawer or a cabinet or something where you have all the sauces from all the restaurants.
Yeah.
You just got all the packets in that motherfucker. I mean, like, yeah, I need some hot sauce. Boom, I got some KFC right here. I got some fucking goddamn Taco Bells. I got all the milds, fires. It's like, do those things ever go bad? We wouldn't know.
Nope.
I
believe they're good for life. No expiration.
High school I went to was called Silver Creek, and they had the mild sauces there, the Taco Bell mild sauces. I don't know, I read it or imitation or something, but it was the same exact shit, man.
I fuck with the Del Taco sauces too.
Del Taco is low key. Yeah. I'm living in the valley now, so this is like where Del Taco is like him. You know what I mean?
So Del Taco's burgers are kind of like the premier portion of their menu, if you ask me. I don't fuck with the tacos and the burritos as much as I do with their burgers. And they got the crinkle cut French fries too. Oh, they call it the double Del, and it's got the secret sauce. And oh yeah, Del Taco burgers go hard.
Their fish tacos weren't bad, like because I'm a fiend for fish tacos, bro, and I'm not in SoCal because then that's where you'll have
fish tacos are everywhere. I got a joint for you. You come visit me.
Hood spot.
Come visit me, man. I got a place in walking, like right down the road. We go get some like bomb ass beer and some fish tacos.
Yeah, and I want the joints that they throw in the fucking batter and they throw
the fish pieces,
orange sauce.
The fish pieces are heavy, and they put them in the regular tortilla that would be for a taco. Exactly. They got the cabbage and the orange sauce, like you said.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. That's the SoCal. Like anytime I'm in SoCal or Mexico, like I'm gonna spend all my money on them motherfuckers.
Yeah, you could definitely chow down on the fish tacos. I got a spot just for you.
Yeah, we're gonna go spelunking down there at one point, right? We're gonna do the we might even. I'm really trying to push for this New Orleans thing.
The New Orleans thing does sound fun. I think the playmakers are down for that. Most of us.
Yeah, if we can get this thing going, because I'm trying to get my girl with the shit too, because it's like it'll be like a week after her birthday. It's your birthday season too, right? So
yeah, I'm a February 1st.
Oh, and goddamn Guru. Guru's birthday is around there too. It's fucking. We're just any excuses. You know, I'm pretty sure if Peacock can convince Mrs. Peacock, you know what I mean? Because we can get it, because New Orleans is the time. I actually have cousins out there too, so it's like, and they live out there for real, like in that area where they live in the French Quarters actually. So, and Guru's not far from the French Quarters, and on God, like it's gonna be hard to get a hotel, super hard. Even like if we don't book flights now, we might even have to do like a 1-2 thing where you're hopping and skipping like airport to airport just to get there. You know what I mean? So if we really start thinking about it seriously, we gotta start like looking into it. You know what I mean? Because I'm hella down. New Orleans is yoked out, man. Like New Orleans goes crazy. My neighbor I've been rocking with, they're doing like some cleaning over there too, actually. So it's part of the noise. But anyways, he was like, he does black truck shit. You know what I'm talking about? It's like high end. It's not Uber, but it's like Uber, but it's high end shit. Black truck. You never heard of that? We're talking about like bulletproof joints, like high end, like you know what I mean, exclusive, like car service. You feel me? Yeah, he's like, I'm going back and I'm gonna make bread because it's Super Bowl fucking isms. You know what I mean? And I think what is it, Mardi Gras right after?
Mardi Gras is right after. Yeah, it's a early in the year event. It might be in February.
It's right before Lent.
Okay, well then that would be February. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what's dope about Lent? Places like Del Taco, they have shrimp burritos and shit like that. I'm like, hell yeah. The jumbo shrimp joints. And that tripped me out because I was like, wow, this is Del Taco and this shit is fire. But yeah, every time after the Lent season, I went back because I've only lived out here. I don't really fuck with Del Taco like that. We didn't have one like that in the Bay. I'm pretty sure they exist, but out in the Valley though, it's everywhere. Del Taco, and their sauces are fire. I got a whole drawer full of them motherfuckers right now. You know what I mean? Tastes like actual like Mexican hot sauce.
Mm-hmm. Well, fuck, we've been rocking for more than 3 hours. I know I took a little hiatus.
Yeah, I was ready to close up like a minute ago too, but you know, we just keep on.
Yeah, we could probably do it. None of us are administrators, so we don't. I think we actually have to tap in and be like, "Yo, shut the stream down."
Call Gucci.
I think JD actually mentioned that and say, "Hey, whenever you're ready to call it quits, let me know."
Yeah, I'm hitting them right now. I saw it when you said that. Get them in going. Let's go ahead and shut this thing down. Appreciate you, big brother. Yeah, OJ and a blunt for breakfast tomorrow morning on the Heart to Start. You know what I mean? Bogart, Scott Free, wherever you consume your music. And be sure to tap in 6 a.m.-ish Sunday mornings and pretty much throughout the duration of the Sunday War. We'll be on and on streaming from all our platforms.
Yeah. Appreciate you rocking with us.
All good. Yeah, I just did a little woo-wop, you feel me? Ladies and gentlemen, Guccini JD. And for my man Kidda and our ear to the streets, Neon Peacock, Spencer Guru. Hey.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
What you caught?
Wait for it. Keep waiting. Just a little more. And keep waiting. Just a little more. No, I'm waiting for you, JD. I was just telling the people.
Are we all right? Right?
Yeah. You can shut it down. My bad. I didn't know he was still on the phone until I saw it right now. I was just closing up.
Appreciate y'all.
And wait for it. And is it? Michelle. My computer's on bad geek mode right now, too.